Hold on.
Start your stuff soon. I just gotta fix some stuff.
So
We
like I
already
said,
having technical difficulties.
we need more followers in the Twitch. If you want us to keep doing shit like this, and I need chocolate milk money, motherfuckers. So I ain't mean to call y'all that. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit antsy. You know, I get the shakes if I don't get it for too long. But I need more chocolate milk money, and this is the only way I can make that chocolate milk money. And I want to have a chocolate milk bath.
Yo, I
Yo,
look like Aisha Curry trying to do the Millie Rock. My Millie
yo,
Rock stiff
I
as a
like it. I
motherfucker.
like it. Y'all like that?
Bro, that joint's stiff, dog. I look stupid.
Look at him. Look
I
at
look
him.
like I can't move my hand all the way. So
That
I'm
is
just,
nice.
Like,
That is
trying
nice.
to do it. Bro, this is not nice because you
Is
have
it-
to cup it,
Yeah.
but I'm not cupping it.
You got to cup it more.
Bro, I can't.
Just
cup
dip
it, bro.
in. You gotta dig in like you getting pudding. You ever fist a girl?
But that's too much. Now
You
I
ever-
look like
you
I'm
ever-
doing it too strong.
You ever
This-
put your hands deep down in like the vagina and you trying to fist it also and your hand kind of numb and you got to get deep in there while you're on top of it and like you just got to do it like that. Okay, well that
Nigga,
was
what?
that. That painting is amazing. Yes, it is. The one in the background, I fucks with it heavy. Anyway, so if you could both make a Twitch, it's really quick. Make a
Real
Twitch
quick, please.
and go to the link in the bio. Make a Twitch. Follow us on there so we can get some more followers. That way, once we get to 50, I will eat ass live on here. And by the way, we are doing a discussion. Anybody have any discussion topics that they want us to do? Today we can choose between whether or not celebrities should fight for injustice, or we can talk about the indoctrination system. They are both very boring, but we will talk about them if you want us to. And
Let's just start off with the first one.
we need to take suggestions. That's how the show works, Rex. We got 20 more minutes of doing this shit, taking suggestions, and then we start. Unless somebody gives us something to talk about, God damn it. We need help. I followed already. Thank you. I appreciate you following. If you could join us on the Twitch and start talking to us there, we very much appreciate it. And how many people we got live in the chat? And
I'm not ready for any of this right now.
What's going on?
yo,
Everything good?
is ready to.
I didn't know. what
Vaz
time
is not
it
here.
was.
My name is Sir Hazelton.
Let's just-
Vaz is my son. How's everybody doing on this fine, wonderful Monday? I would like to ask. We got 2 people in the chat. We're gonna need a little bit more than that. I need like 13 motherfuckers.
NYC, yo, Argon.
What the fuck does that mean?
I think he was trying to say Aaron, but he ended up saying Argon.
Oh shit.
Shout out.
Hey
Gang,
George,
gang.
what's poppin'? How you
Gang,
doing?
gang.
So we're doing live streams, and if you guys could join us, I'll watch while I'm on my way to my girl's
So we're on
house.
a live
Oh,
stream.
you about to go get some pussy?
And you see this
My
nigga is
nigga
on
about
his
to get-
phone,
get some-
not looking to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
Go for it.
This is terrible.
I need 13 people in the chat. You want me to turn off these goddamn
new
new
followers.
followers?
Shout
Hey, let me go.
out.
How many-
Landon Baldwee. Shout out Landon Baldwee. That's a
Baldwee.
nice. That's a
Thank you,
dope name.
Thank you, my G.
That's
Thank
my
you,
new rap
Slime.
name, Lil Baldwee.
Lil Baldwee.
Yeah.
Anyway, Aaron, now we just need 14 more followers, and we can eat ass live on camera. Also, we need some suggestions. Does anybody have any suggestions of what they want us to talk about today? We could do discussions on injustice. That's what I had planned. We can talk about the indoctrination system. That's what I had planned. Or you can throw out one. I don't give a fuck.
I want to
Let
do
me
the
know.
first one.
You want to do the first one, but we gonna take a fucking suggestion.
I know we gonna
How this
take
works.
suggestions, nigga. I know how the show works. I'm just telling you, in the start of the vote, I want the first one. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. All right, keep going, Hazington. Damn.
All right. So basically, you can also suggest to us what you want us to draw, and we might sell your painting, or you can buy it. Hello, sir. You should pull that wish. Pull what wish? What does that fucking shit mean?
You should pull
Yo,
that
what's up, bro?
wish.
What's up, George? George, if you could join us live on the Twitch, you can make one real fast, and we'll talk to you there. Hello, sir. You should pull that wish wig off your head. Oh shit! You got jokes, motherfucker. That don't even got a real fucking profile. At least I'm man enough to have my own fucking profile on my goddamn Facebook, and I'm 45 years old. I know how to make one.
45.
So
Respect it.
respect that shit. You know how long it take a black man to reach the age of 45?
45
Twice
years.
the time it take a white man to reach the age of 45. You know that's true shit right there. That's fucked up true shit though.
Oh, that's why white people age a lot quicker.
Yes, they do.
They age like milk,
They age like milk and butter.
while a white man sitting in the corner. No disrespect.
You ever put a white man in the sun and watch him bubble?
That shit is disgusting.
That shit crazy. That shit is crazy.
Even if they
I
use
ain't never seen no shit like when
sunscreen.
I ain't believe that shit was possible. I ain't believe that shit was possible till I saw it with my own fucking eyes. Like I never seen a man bubble in the sun.
White people, I just want to say this. Whether it's sunscreen or not,
So
Y'all
keep
not
lying.
built to stay in the sun that
Bitch,
long.
I ain't never lied once.
Y'all
I
not.
keep it realer than the most
Just
real
stay
and the
in.
most
Video,
high.
there's a video of someone
Uh-oh.
showing that like when you put sunscreen on, it's literally like putting on liquid melanin in a way. Like they took out a
Oh.
UV light and they.
Oh,
showed
we got
how
somebody asking if they can
it's
join.
literally like it's like putting
Oh,
on a
duh.
layer of
Should we let
invisible
them join us
blackface.
in the Instagram chat? We got somebody asking if they can join.
I mean, I'm confused here, guy, because we got this going and they can't see
I'm
that.
Not, I'm
just
not focusing on that till I get 13 people in this motherfucking chat. In this
13.
fucking chat room, and they tell me what they want me to talk about. Do y'all want me to talk about injustice? Y'all want me to talk about some other shit? Y'all let me fucking know first, and then we can start. I need to know that this motherfucking thing is popping, and that we know. What
Ain't
you're
none of
doing.
them make a Twitch.
Well, they need to make a motherfucking Twitch. Go make a fucking Twitch. I got the link in
Join.
the bio.
No, make a Twitch first, then we'll let you join.
You lying
How about
so much,
that?
your eyes done went crooked, boy. You don't even got a fucking profile. Talk to me once y'all can see your face, boys, and I can flame you. Your name is Ash Pat. That's not even a real name. At least I got a real name. I got a social security. I got a wife. I got some kids. What do you have? A fake profile. Don't stop with me, boy. Don't stop with me today. I got time today to do this shit. Dragon Ball Z. We can talk about some Dragon Ball Z.
I can talk about Dragon Ball Z.
You want to talk about some Dragon Ball Z, George? George, if you could join us in the Twitch room, you know, make a Twitch real quick. It's real easy, real simple. So I'm actually gonna let him join the live. I'm actually gonna let him join. What's up, bro? How you doing?
You should make a Twitch first and then join the live.
Oh, you can. If you make a Twitch real
Yeah,
quick,
that's what-
Isaac.
yeah, that's
if
what-
you make a Twitch, go to the link in my bio. Make a Twitch real quick, and I will let you join this live and
Let you
talk with
join
me.
the live. How about that?
That is my name and my profile picture on. I'm on with the devil.
Oh,
a lot of
shout out
people is-
Satan then.
Yeah, shout out fucking Satan.
I just follow Satan on Twitter.
I follow Satan on Twitter as well. That is my man.
Shout out him. He's funny.
He's funny as shit.
Hilarious.
He gives some very good life advice. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
you only
does,
live once.
actually.
You only live once,
You
goddamn
only
it.
live
Like I
once.
look at that shit, I'm just like, yep. That
That's
is
facts.
facts.
That's facts.
So we need to get one more. We need 14 more followers on fucking Twitch, and so we can reach 50. And once we reach 50, we will do a special prize. Very special prize. Also, has anybody given out a suggestion? Well, Judge give us out the suggestion to talk about Dragon Ball Z. Is there anything you guys want us to draw? We can draw some shit. And anybody got suggestions for us to start drawing, so we can get down to this painting?
No.
Shit.
There's 2 viewers, bro. I told you it's gonna probably take a little bit of time.
If
Aegon, yeah, that's fucking Ricky Aegon too.
Yeah.
um.
I realize it's
Ooh, look,
Monday
we got
afternoon.
AJ. We got AJ in this bitch. What's poppin', AJ? If you can join us on the Twitch, bro. Real quick. We're looking for more followers so we can do special prizes and giveaways.
Twitch, bro. Twitch.
We
bro.
also
Yeah,
need some
that's
shit
me.
to. We're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z. Then we'll talk about Injustice. And hello, mate. I don't speak that shit, boy. You know where the fuck I'm from. Don't give me that fucking foreign talk. I don't speak that fucking language. I don't
speak
even
that
know.
language, man.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Stop
need,
with me.
bro. I'm gonna need them followers overseas, bro.
It's okay,
Shout out
bro.
all my
It's okay.
followers overseas
Okay,
on
okay,
Twitch. Y'all the
okay,
real
okay,
ones.
overseas. Yeah, okay. Anyway, if y'all could give us an idea of what y'all want us to draw, we will start painting with friends immediately. Yeah, what are you doing? What was that? What you just do? What the fuck you just do? He make us look weird? What he do? God damn it. Alright. If you're just joining our live streams and you're joining our lives, you can go to our Twitches, post us on Facebook, and the links is in the bio, and you can join us. And we just need a couple more thousand followers. Sorry, 14. What the fuck are you spelling? Yeah, I don't know what you spelling. Stop sending one word things. Talk like a real man. Devil. One devil. What the fuck are you talking about? Look, this is not Satan's podcast today. This is my podcast today, so I'm going to read it how I do it. What is up, Alexis? If you could join us on the Twitch, we will be doing special prizes and giveaway, and we will, once we get to 50 followers, we will eat some ass live on Twitch, on the live stream. What? Yes, giveaways.
We doing giveaways?
Very soon, yes.
See?
Once we get to 75 followers, we will give a giveaway.
There's things that I just learned while we're on live.
It's okay. Does anybody have anything for us to draw? I just need one suggestion, and we will start drawing shit. I just need someone to suggest something to draw.
I like that shirt, by the way. That shirt is hard.
I like it. It goes back to our first podcast, the World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah,
We were
I was
talking about
wondering where the shirt was in my laundry,
not many people can have a sexy
So.
mustache like me,
but I got it now.
like me.
That's bullshit.
And how many followers we got in that bitch now? Still the same? Not. I mean, like,
2, man.
did
Followers?
yeah,
36.
36.
Mine says 35. You're John goosing, okay? Because last time you said we had a certain amount of followers and we didn't have that. I'm going off this. We have
You know
35
what?
followers.
He suggested that we draw the devil. Okay, Ashpat. Ashpat, I'm gonna need you to go over to the Twitch and join us in the Twitch stream real quick. Make one. It takes real quick. We're gonna draw the devil for you, and we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z.
That sounds cool to me.
And if y'all want to join the conversation, head over to Twitch. Go my 40 I don't know what the fuck you say. You can't spell. Anyway, so let's go to let's start talking about Dragon Ball Z and drawing the devil.
All right. So, is there anything in particular first that you want to start off? Because this is a very long series.
So let's start about the origins of Dragon Ball Z. So most people, some people don't know what Dragon Ball Z is. So if you could explain to them what Dragon Ball Z is.
Dragon Ball Z, well, starts off actually from Dragon Ball of a young kid that comes from a different planet called Vegeta, where it's a race of superhumans called Super Saiyans.
Hey, he
who-
didn't come from the planet Namek.
No, that was Piccolo.
Shout out to Dope is Vay, by the way, for
Dope is Vay?
sharing us real quick.
He shared us. Shout out my homie
Shout
Dope
out
is
Dope
Ray.
is Ray. You
That
the
is my
realest.
nigga.
You the realest. I love you. Thank
Realest,
you. Thank you
as
for sharing
always.
on Twitch.
And yeah, they have tails. And in relations to it, the race is really fucked up.
They have tails. I ain't never seen Goku with a tail.
Yes, you have.
I ain't watched the show. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I let Vaz watch it when he was a little. I watched sometimes with him.
That's
but
fine.
I'm
That's cool.
I'm very ignorant on the show.
No, it's
to be,
all good.
To be honest with
I
you.
mean, you 4 or 5, so I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of fucked up because like in the kind of they go to planets and they sell planets off to people that buy planets, whether it's slavery
So wait,
or
wait. You telling me they go to a planet
if the planet's weak.
and sell it? What do
Yeah,
you
they
mean if
sell
it's
the
weak?
planet.
What do you
Like
mean?
if it's just weak, like if there's like no, like if there's sources depending on whether it's like a lot of wildlife there and nothing else, you know, they may sell that, but then it's people there where they may enslave them. That's how they got enslaved by like
These are
like
colonizers.
Freezer and stuff
These are
like
fucking
that.
colonizers.
Yeah, they're not perfect. The Saiyans were not perfect.
These are fucking colonizer people. They run up in your shit and they enslave your people and sell your planet.
Exactly.
What type of shit? What is this show called?
It goes from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, but it's the Dragon.
And that's what the fuck my son was watching?
That's what your son was watching.
What the fuck? Y'all kids watching this Dragon Ball Z shit?
Pretty much.
This
It's a
shit is
fucked up
crazy.
story. Fucked up story. But yeah, so it's about a kid named Kakarot. His dad so pretty much his dad sends him off to Earth while they get destroyed by a fuckboy by the name of Frieza.
It looks like they needed to be destroyed. They was fucking shit up.
Yeah, they were fucking shit up, but Frieza ain't no better. Frieza's a whole dickhead, and we know that.
His name is Frieza. That nigga must be
Frieza.
cold.
He calls them monkeys.
He calls them monkeys.
Yeah.
So
he's
basically,
racist.
So a racist comes and destroys some white colonizers.
Some
This
Asian
is-
colonizers.
This is some crazy ass shit. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is some crazy shit.
And he gets sent there, and his mission was, I think his mission at first was to like figure out about the Earth and then like conquer it as well. That was his original plan, because Dragon Ball is derivative from A Journey to the West, that old ass Asian lore, folklore.
I thought Dragon Ball Z was based on the fucking trilogy of like that one Buddhist story about the
Yeah,
guy
that's
with
what
the
I'm
monkey.
talking
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Mhm.
And
That,
then
that's what Dragon Ball was, but Dragon Ball Z
okay.
turned into something totally different. You know? what I
Okay.
mean? So yeah, but yeah, because at first, if you watch Dragon Ball, there was no Super Saiyans, none of that. It was just like regular fighting.
Oh shit! I ain't seen Tyreek in a minute.
and
What's up,
stuff
bro?
like that. So
Join us on our Twitch. We live on Twitch right now. If you can make a Twitch and join us there, we are doing it live in the post. So Dragon Ball Z is about what?
okay,
Oh, well,
so
awesome. I'm
yeah.
glad we're getting more people in here. Dragon Ball Z seems like a very complicated story. Is it mostly like it's based off this travel to the west, but like
Dragon Ball,
Okay.
yeah.
So and why is it called Dragon Ball Z? Is it about people destroying places?
I forgot why it's called Z. I think that's just like something different. Somebody could probably fix me. I don't know why I'm stuttering on that,
Well,
or why I
is it
don't know
called-
that.
Why Dragon Ball? Why? What the fuck is that even about?
Because they got to collect the Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls are pretty much if you collect all, I think was it 7 or 8 of them, you get a wish. A dragon comes out of those Dragon Balls, and he grants you 3 wishes.
So wait. So you telling me you collect a bunch of balls and in a long
Very
serpent,
shiny balls.
you collect a bunch of shiny ass balls and a very long serpent comes in and he basically grant you 3 wishes like a fucking genie.
I can't make this shit up, bro.
This is fucking cartoons, ain't it?
It's anime.
This is fucking anime, ain't it? That is astounding. Y'all watch this shit.
I mean, really, people get mad when you just say it's Asian cartoons. But
so why do people watch it? What is the hype?
It's just very, I guess for us as Americans, it was our first time really, unless you were like born in the 80s or something, you know, and you saw like the early anime, because anime definitely didn't come into America. I mean, it came in America back in the 60s with like Go Go Go, Speed Racer, and like
I know Speed Racer. I grew up watching Speed Racer. That was just a nigga that drove around in circles, and it was a long convoluted story.
And like Gigantor, shit like that, like Astro Boy, stuff like that.
I know Astro Boy. That was the one about the little man in the pants.
In the pants, he had no shirt on.
Yeah, he had no shirt on. I said, what the fuck is going on?
Little boy with no shirt on. That's creepy. But he had rockets in his feet. So anyway, you know, the resurgence of anime didn't really start in America until like the late 80s, really going into the 90s. To be quite honest, it used to come on sci-fi and shit like that. People
I fucks with that.
Like that, like Fist of the North Star, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that.
I used to watch Fist of the North Star with my homie while we used to smoke weed while I was hiding from my wife. Shit. Anyway, so I would watch it sometimes, and that was the one with the dude with the fist, and he punched him, and then the people would explode. That shit was fantastic. I like that.
Exactly. So to go to Dragon Ball definitely was a lot more calmer, a lot more trying to find what they're looking for which was the Dragon Balls, and going on from there, and then switching into Dragon Ball Z, it's more fighting.
Like constantly. See, that's what people want. They want the action. So that's when he all big and buff and his hair turning yellow and shit. And I see. That's what I know. White man. I heard, you know, when I was first researching Dragon Ball Z, you know, a lot of people, they're talking to me about it. They're like, it's based off spiritual lore. It's about spiritual lore. It's about the sage warrior. You know, it's about the evil men and the planetoids and the reptilians from Realm Zero. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I didn't really touch Dragon Ball Z for a long time because I just didn't understand. Ooh, looks like Lexi's in this bitch.
Shout out Lexi.
I have lost your contact on Instagram, and I really don't know how to find you. I tried looking you up for the photo shoot a while ago, but I just could not find you for the God of me. We are doing live streams on Twitch, and if you could join us, you can create a Twitch. It's very easy if you go to the link in the bio. I will eat ass live on fucking Twitch. We have 10 days to go till we reach the fucking... So we have 10 days to reach 50 followers.
And if we don't, then this channel will explode, literally.
This channel will fucking explode, and I will have diarrhea.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see diarrhea from me. Right now, we're drawing the devil, as it suggested it, and we're still talking about Dragon Ball Z. So, you know, they said it's about a lot of spiritual shit, which I understand why... if you can message it to me, Lexi, please message your thing to me. I'm not going to be able to scroll through this to get it. We got 6 people in the motherfucking Twitch.
6 people.
Hey, high five, motherfucking high five.
Let's go,
Goddamn,
nigga.
we did it again.
Let's go.
Like shit.
Back on that bitch.
Back on this bitch.
Yeah.
So we are talking.
Oh, yeah. So, it starts getting to a point where Goku starts growing up. Goku wants to get stronger. Goku keeps getting stronger. Goku dies. Goku fights his brother. First he fights Piccolo.
See, I understand that shit. When you gotta fight your brother, that shit's just inevitable.
Sometimes
when
you just
grow
gotta
up.
swing on that
when
nigga.
you grow up,
but he had to kill that nigga.
What?
Yeah. He.
Ooh,
Hey,
Isaac
Isaac
done made a goddamn Twitch.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. You know what, Isaac? I fucks with you heavy. If he made a Twitch. Well, how do you know if he follows? If he didn't make a Twitch, did he just join?
He told us he made a Twitch.
Oh well, follow us, Isaac, so we can get to 50 followers, and I can eat some ass live on Twitch. It's gonna be very magical. God damn it. Right now, I understand fighting a brother and wanting to kill your brother. I ain't never killed my brother before. I don't want to kill him.
had to kill his brother. He was a fuck boy.
He was what?
You haven't even. Okay. Do you not have the chat open on your phone yet?
No, he still has both his live streams.
I'm still
going.
trying to get more followers. We have not reached our follower amount that we need.
Terrible. Well, anyway, yeah, he had to kill his brother. And
see, that is like, I think that's why black people relate to it, because sometimes you got to kill your brother, and you know black people end up in these situations, and he don't got no parents because his dad sent him away.
His dad's dead.
His mom's dead. And he's growing up in the ghetto where he got to fight every day.
No, he ain't growing up in the ghetto. He actually grew up very lavish. He lived on a beach with one house in there amongst the water. Like that was pretty dope.
What the fuck is you in the streets fighting for then? What's his name again?
Go Kakarot.
Kakarot. What the fuck is Isaac just followed?
Hey, shout out
Yeah,
Isaac.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's what's
yeah.
up.
Every time somebody follows us, we need to drop some flex bombs.
Flex
one time,
down.
bro.
Boom, boom,
Hold
boom,
on,
boom. What is that flex?
bro. No.
You talking about the nigga from
Hold
New
on.
York? The nigga from New York that is I used to listen when I used to go up to
You,
me.
you could do something like that, but I don't know how you do that. Like we'll figure all that out, guys. We're still experimenting with this Twitch shit, but there's a lot of things you could do from your computer on Twitch that'll make this site like 10 times better. But yeah, shout out Isaac. You know what I mean? One time.
So
Shout out
why?
Isaac one time.
So what's with the whole shit when he dies? When Goku dies and like what the? Ooh.
Shout out Isaac.
Hey.
Real shit.
Cloutbox.
Cloutbox.
What's
That's another
Cloud
follower.
I don't know.
What's that mean?
Redeem the dummy. Oh, I should have hit that. I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't fucking know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. I made a Twitch. Look at the chat, Vegeta. How do I follow? Isaac follow. No problem. It's lagging. With this Twitch shit, but there's a lot of things you can do from your computer on Twitch. It's lagging a little bit, not too much. Not too much. But we're at 36 followers. Thank you, Isaac, once again.
I thought we were at 36 followers when he said we was at 36.
I told you his Jones goosing. I'm telling you, follow me. Yeah, I don't have a lag. I mean, it's lagging. It is lagging, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
So what the fuck? So how many followers are we away from fucking getting 50 followers?
14.
14.
Now we're at 14.
Fine. Thank you, Isaac, for following us. Glad to see you back in the chat.
I haven't had a lag.
I'm sorry, what?
Is the stream actually lagging? I haven't had a lag here yet.
It's lagging a little bit. On my have. I think it's gonna lag for other people watching it, but yeah. One more time
I'm
for.
watching it on a different platform.
Got you.
And on my tablet
Yeah.
now, I haven't
What's up, y'all?
It's lagging now.
It's Sir Hazelton in the building.
So Hazelton in the motherfucking beach. You know how
Aaron
this
in
shit
this
go.
bitch.
You know I be milli rocking in the street. I be
Yeah,
milli
bro.
rocking in your house. I be
What's
milli
Kenneth in this
rocking
bitch?
with the
Yeah.
fucking shoes.
I should wear a wig. I don't have a wig.
We have a wig in the
I don't
back.
wear a
We
wig.
got a blue wig in the back.
Yeah, see, we're at
Is
36.
it big?
Huh?
Is it big enough for my head?
Hell
Can you
yeah.
get it for me?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get him a wig real quick.
I don't want to jock my homie old man sipping style because he does that. He wears a wig when he raps. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't wearing a blue wig every time. I wear a blue wig today. That's not my thing. That's his thing.
Hey, get the win. You're.
Okay. I'm a pretty bitch. I'll take that.
Aw. You want a Captain Morgan mustache too?
Give my wig back, girl. You know I had this wig. You know you gave me this wig last time I was over your house. You know that, like shit. Don't tell me to give your wig back. You come get it yourself, and we can do what we did last time. Anyway, thank you for joining in. You can join us live on Twitch.
We're the bitches.
What?
My name's Catherine Bates.
Hold the shit up. You look like what Manassas niggas fuck.
Wow.
Shout out Manassas.
No. Hey, look. What's up?
You ever go to a place where it's called Man Asses?
You trying to come
That's a-
through real quick?
Mhm.
One time? What's up, bitch? You know what it is. We here on the motherfucking Twitch.
What the fuck
I'm
are
a
you
pretty
playing?
bitch. What's up?
Oh God, dog. What the fuck are you
It's
playing?
real shit out here, nigga. We out in these streets.
Really?
Yeah, we is.
I ain't never like I was always too scared of a nigga to be out in the streets 24/7 because niggas was walking around with P90s and like doing drugs and shit.
Niggas
robbing
had
niggas.
vectors back in my day.
Niggas,
You know what a vector is, nigga?
niggas
Nah.
niggas was wearing corduroys back in
I'm
my
gonna
day.
tell you, it's the most comfortable shit I ever seen in my life.
Corduroys ain't.
Hey, Ryu follows me. Ryu, if you don't got a problem, my nigga, follow this joke.
You is not gonna talk like that the whole entire thing. Let's get back to our discussion on Dragon Ball Z.
Are you gonna talk the way you talk the whole time?
You know what I'm kind of confused about?
What's up?
Why does Goku's hair turn blue now?
Goku's hair turned blue because he a god now.
But why he be still getting fucked up?
Because no matter what it is, the stronger you get, it's always gonna be another nigga stronger than you, cuz.
That's like the older you get.
He get old too, nigga. You think Goku's still 20 now, nigga? That nigga like 30, like 40 years old.
That nigga 40?
He like damn near
Yeah,
almost
he's old
50,
as
bro.
me.
It's just the Saiyans, they age differently than
Oh
humans.
shit, that is crazy. That nigga still look the same.
That's why Bulma look older than Vegeta. You ever notice that shit?
I don't know who Bulma is. The bitch with the blue hair? You kind of look like her.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm prettier.
Maybe from Manassas niggas.
I'm not from Manassas, nigga. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. I ain't from over there, cuz. And I know the shit that you referencing. Don't mix me with that shit, bro.
I'm sorry.
Nigga got me fucked up.
That's
He's
all right.
dead almost 100. Yeah, he dead near, damn near. Goku old, bruh. He old as shit.
He old as damn. How long this show been on the air?
This show been on since the 80s, cuz.
He ain't older than me, motherfucker. God damn. How the fuck he older than me? How he gonna be 40?
Well, we don't know what time, like how the time is like progressing in Dragon Ball Z, you know, or well, the Dragon Ball saga compared to now. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
they didn't talk about how many years actually passed. Goku got a whole grown ass son now. His son grown as shit. His son has to be in his like late 20s at this point. So Goku got to be in his like late 40s or 50s.
Sheesh.
That nigga old, cuz.
He still look great. I still look great. You know what? Goku might be black. You motherfuckers. You know what? The way you be talking about these sayings, I think they fucking black.
Hey yo, come into Twitch real quick.
What's with the green nigga?
Let me holler at you.
Why everybody? I see a lot of the posts of the green nigga from Dragon Ball Z on my shit. What's the green nigga's name?
Piccolo.
Pickles. Anyway,
Yeah.
that is astounding. I see him. They post a lot of shit of him on my feed. I don't.
You know, he from Namek. Remember when you mentioned Namek earlier? He from Namek.
That nigga's from Namek.
Yeah.
So not the fucking.
You want me to tell you something fucked up, though? There
What's
are
that?
no female Namekians. The dudes are asexual. So they just pop eggs out their anus.
Get the fuck. That is some gay shit.
Hey, bro.
I'm done.
It's the
I'm
way
good.
that life works.
I don't need to watch
It's
Dragon Ball
just,
Z.
unfortunately, that's how it is,
That's
bro.
the show.
Life
That's the
works
show.
like
That's
that.
really what the fuck y'all watching.
That's what we watching.
All right. This is how my drawing of Satan is going so fast.
This how my drawing
So
going.
far.
I only drew half a face.
This is not a wig. This is actually my real fucking hair that I have permed myself. How you doing? My name is Sir Hazington. You should follow us on Twitch, and I will reveal the
Huh?
secrets of my wig technique.
Oh.
If you follow us on Twitch, I will reveal what I do with my hair and how I style it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I will reveal how I style it, and you can get your hair as wavy as mine, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
You'll never get your hair this fucking pretty.
You'll never get your hair this motherfucking pretty. Not even once.
Nigga,
My
I
hair
remember
is
one
shiny.
time these niggas tried to jump me, and that shit didn't go as planned. I woke up in this nigga crib in the middle of the night standing over him with an axe. I was like, "What's up, nigga? You want
Wait,
your
you
toes
woke up?
tickled?"
How the fuck you? Wait, what?
He
Hold on.
woke up. I'm sorry. And I was like, "What's up, nigga? You want your toes tickled?" He said, "What?" Chopped all them bitches off.
You are wild.
I'm fucking wild.
You
bro.
are wild.
I've been wild, my
I don't
nigga.
want to hang out
You
with
know
your
what I mean?
scary ass.
Nah, man, it's only to niggas that deserve it.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not.
Um,
I'm only John Wick when it's
Why they
possible.
gotta call him Goku Black, but he not black? What the fuck does that shit mean?
So it's a Goku, right? That has a darker tone, but the
I look
nigga is British,
I look like Albert mom.
with pink
Who the fuck
hair,
is Albert's mom.
which is kind of dope.
Hello,
A
bro.
British ass nigga with pink hair. That's crazy. But yeah, that's why.
I got pink hair.
Yeah, but a lot of people call him Rose, Goku, or go something.
This nigga got the name of a wine. He Rose.
Yeah.
Rose. He sound like fucking what's the fat nigga name that rap?
Rick Ross.
If you're
He not
joining us
fat no
in these
more.
lives,
Shout out Weight Loss and
please go
Pears.
to our Twitch. Twitch is in the bio on Instagram, and Twitch is in my posts, and it's also in this chat room. You can scroll up in the comments. You can join us here, and you can talk to us live on the Twitch. What are people saying in the Twitch about this Goku Rose? They
They ain't saying shit.
ain't say shit.
Nah.
How you gonna
He
have
said
a
he
nigga?
sees straight white paper. Next time use colors. Yeah, we gonna paint it, nigga. It's called painting with friends.
What the fuck?
That's what it's called.
Did you
We
join
not
the
done
roast?
yet.
We not done.
Damn.
God fucking shit.
Shit.
I'm fucking this. I'm
My
fucking.
niggas rushing me. I'm too fucking pretty for this shit, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
Sore throat by tomorrow.
Is this the type of shit you gonna be saying?
It's
to the
funny because every time I do a voice like this, niggas always tell me I'm gonna have a sore throat because it's this guy, and then I also have Rex Ragnarok McInnes, who's
What
like
the
a Jamaican Viking.
What the?
Yeah.
I ain't never like. God damn it! I
You
ain't
want
never,
me to bring him out?
Yes, please.
Sure, but
Ooh.
I'm so fucking done.
I am
man.
here now today. My friends, you have dined on the feast of the A. Kimmel, and I will come here and we are going to paint. We are going to paint like you've never painted before.
It is a fucking Jamaican Viking. He was not fucking lying.
I never lie, my friend.
Okay.
I feast on thy enemies and their guts while I'm in their woman's guts in the same time.
That is That is fucking
Erotic.
spectacular. That is erotic.
Yes.
If you could join us live on the Twitch,
Okay. I'm going to go back in my portal and bring back out Kate.
Kate. Goddamn, what the fuck? I ain't never in my fucking life. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's up, niggas? I'm back, niggas.
All right.
That was my nigga Ragnarok. That's my homie all the time. You know what I mean?
So obviously,
Grew up with that nigga. He cool, bro. It was one time we was fighting a bunch of fucking elves, and I thought I was gonna die. Cause I only had a gun, and when you have a gun in those type of situations, you can only do but so much. This nigga came out a
Don't do
portal.
shit on elves.
He came out a
shit don't work on
portal.
elves.
He came out a portal with a fucking axe. That axe was bigger than me, bro. He killed all of them in a matter of 30 minutes. I know that seemed like a long time, but when you facing like 10,000 elves, nigga, it's a lot of problems, bro.
You had a gun? You had a
I had
gun?
a strap- bro, I didn't know I was about
You know
to
what
get
I want to
jumped.
know? Did it ever not get fun to watch in those 30 minutes or like 20
I
minutes
can't
in?
lie.
Did you go like, okay, he's almost done. Can we speed
it
this
did.
up?
Cause like for a minute, my whole life flashed before my eyes. Cause like these elves look like the motherfuckers on Lord of the Ring type shit, but those are orcs. So, but these were elves, my nigga. So like I was chilling. And I wasn't in the hood. I was in some place I ain't even need to be at. I was just walking in the
I
fields.
mean, that's how most times people get
Yeah,
jumped.
exactly.
You get jumped,
I
you
got
in the wrong
man,
place.
look, bro. So I was walking. It was nice. And I was about to go to this bitch house.
Yes,
And
the
then
The
when I
fuck?
was walking, all I know, these portals started opening up around me, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Luckily, I already had that thing on me. You know what I mean? It was a vector, like I said. I just carry my vector around just in case if
What
shit
the
gotta
fuck
get
is a
stupid.
vector? I'm tired of you talking about a fucking vector.
It was a Call of Duty joke.
Yeah,
'Cause you said you like the P90, but COD 4 you use the vector.
exactly.
In Modern Warfare
Come on, bro.
you use the
You
vector.
gotta catch up, bro. A lot of my jokes are
I
actually
don't.
little
I'm
things
45,
you gotta think
motherfucker. I don't play fucking video games.
about. Gideo games? The fuck is a Gideo game?
Video fucking games. I don't fucking know.
Cause I don't know what Gideo games is. I ain't
How
never
about
heard
you?
of that.
How about you continue the fucking story?
That's my new
how
rap
the
name.
how the fuck the
Little Gideo game. What's up, bitch? We out
can't deal
here.
with you, nigga. If you can join us on the fucking chat, in Twitch, you can join us there. We need to get to 50 followers, and I will eat ass live.
Can I finish my
just-
story?
Video
Please-
games sounds like a kid trying to
please.
explain what sex is to other kids after his
Exactly.
big brother told him what sex
This is a
was.
vector, nigga. It's comfortable.
I like that.
That's
is-
what I'm
it look
saying,
like a
bro.
it look like a paintball.
Yeah,
gun.
yeah, but it does that. Yeah, vector is a real thing. You thought I was making that up?
you put up a Gideo game.
No, nigga, not a Gideo game. Gideo game. Hold on. Let me see if that's a thing.
Stop.
Nah, it's not. PSP popped up with Mario on it. Maybe that's what it is. Cross-platform shit that don't even mix. Anyway, like I was saying, so I was in this fucking field and all these portals started like popping out of nowhere and shit. And I was like, whoa. And nigga, I pull that thing because I keep that things on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Extendo. What the kids call it with the dick. I don't say that shit. That shit
Oh,
sounds
you mean
sus
the
to me.
you mean the extended clip with the dildo with
Yeah,
the
that
dick?
shit is
You got the
crazy,
glick
bro.
on me. You talk about the glick on me. You got two dicks.
Hey,
I got a
bro.
big mop and mop you up. I got
Hey,
some
bro.
chopsticks, not to beef out your broccoli. You know how the fuck we calling this shit. I mean, when you got the sting on you, things on you, and that strap keep it going, you know, and let them know that it's up. When you got the UMP P45, you know, you got the ump on you. You got the yayas. You know what I mean?
But you don't get an almost
Nina?
10-year, like a slightly over 10-year-old video game reference.
You know when you got that stick on you that lick the butthole clean, nigga gonna be leaking.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. You throwing mad words in my face, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm just.
That
I just
shit was
say-
crazy what you just said. Anyway, like I was saying, I was
That
walking
was all
through.
types of foolishness.
Yeah,
what
bro,
the
I
fuck
don't
just
know,
came out of your
son.
mouth?
It's too, bro.
Y'all ain't slime enough to understand this slime.
This
talk.
nigga was talking so much, bro. It's yesterday now.
What
Anyway,
the fuck?
I was walking and all these fucking portals started opening up, and I was looking around like, "Fuck, this may be my last call for it, bro. This is my last chapter. My chapter stopped right here." And then literally, I start dumping on them niggas, like start going in, and then I started letting some niggas down, but then they kept coming out the portals, bro. Like it was like the end of like that. What's that Avengers movie that just came out?
I didn't get
In
to
game.
it. Okay.
Anyway, so niggas start coming out
He
portals
knew it.
like that,
He
bro.
knew what
And
the
then
fuck
I
was
really
going
thought I was about to die. But out of nowhere, nigga, another portal opens up. This nigga comes out the sky, bro.
Who the
like
fuck comes
literally.
out the sky?
Ragnarok. He came out the sky with the axe, cuz. And literally in that time span of 30 minutes, that nigga killed everybody.
My Instagram died.
That's what you get.
Okay.
Because you should have been on here the whole time.
How many followers we got in the chat room?
We
now?
still got the same amount of followers, bro. We need 14 more followers. I'm almost done with my story. Anyway, he killed the niggas, dumped on all, didn't shit on them when he was done. Like
What the-
literally, We're at 37. All
He
right.
shit on him.
He literally, he took a whole dump on every single corpse. I was like, bro, you didn't need to do all that.
How he said?
I walked away for that part
How
'cause
he
that's
have?
too much.
How
for
he
me.
have poop enough for 10,000 corpses?
When you eat that much, like, you don't get it. Vikings, they eat like anime niggas. You know what I mean? Anime niggas eat like crazy. You know how like Goku be like, well, I know you have at least seen some anime reference
Yeah.
where they like eating a lot and shit like that's how Vikings really ate. So after all that fight and the strenuous activity, he had shits for days, bro. I had to walk away because the whole place just smelled like a goddamn like sewer. I had
You
to
watched
leave.
him take a shit?
No.
Six
I
corpses?
didn't expect him to take a shit. He just pulled his pants down and just went away with it. And I was like, okay, you gotta give a nigga a warning. And I walked off, bro. But when he was done, he was clean. I think he wiped his ass with one of the corpses. And we were just talking about.
I ain't never.
We talked about real life and just reflected on everything. Mind you, it's a whole field full of dead bodies and feces everywhere. And, you know, we were just reflecting on life.
You know, one time,
He a real one, man.
One time, my man told me a story about how he watched another nigga get jumped. It was a place that we used
I
to
ain't
live
never seen a nigga get jumped. If it's my niggas, I'm hopping in.
in. No.
I'm
He
sorry.
was watching some random nigga in his neighborhood
okay,
get jumped.
can't.
So he was in his neighborhood. This is back when I used to live in Atlanta. So he was watching one of his neighbors get jumped, and the dudes were beating his ass, and he said they were whooping his ass real good, and he was wondering, he was like, damn, they beating this nigga's ass like really well. I kind of watched because I was intrigued to see how badly they would whoop this nigga's ass. The nigga was knocked out, and I thought they was gonna stop, but they just kept punching him like a rag doll. And then one of the niggas pulled down his pants and took a shit on the nigga. Like actually dropped the deuce.
Shit.
He told me that story, and I was just like, damn, bro, you watched all that shit? He's like, yeah, I was befuddled. I said, why were you befuddled? He said, I was wondering, I'm like, what could a nigga do to make other niggas that mad? I was just like, I could not understand. What do you have to do to upset somebody enough to want to pull down their pants and drop a shit on you after they already knocked you out, left you leaking?
They pulled down the guy they jumped pants. And
No,
then
they pulled
shat
down
on
that.
it?
No,
Okay,
they pulled down their own pants and shat on the
Sounds
nigga
like
that was
white
knocked
people
out.
shit.
That is some wild shit. I had never heard no shit like that.
I don't know what to say about that one. That's I mean, I didn't know.
Marvin,
what to say
you going to stop all this other shit that you're saying? It is fucking
I'm be honest
ridiculous.
with you, bro. I didn't know what the fuck to do when fucking Ragnarok shot on them niggas. I was
I
just
didn't
like,
know.
bro.
Like, what do you do to piss off somebody that much? They
Hey.
just like, I'm gonna take a shit on you after I whoop your ass.
I'm gonna say this though.
That is crazy.
He welcomed me to Valhalla. I went in there, bro. That was the most littiest time I ever had in my motherfucking
I
life.
thought you had to die to go to
Nigga,
Valhalla.
no. If you can get in Valhalla if a Viking gives you the access. You can't just roll up in that bitch like, hey, I'm in Valhalla.
They
No,
got codes?
it's only Vikings. When Vikings die, they either go to hell or Valhalla. And hell spelled H-E-I-L. That's real shit too. But
H-E-L.
H-E-I-L, because it's different realms and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but when they die, they go to Valhalla. But the thing about it is,
Hello, ma'am. How's your day today? Why the fuck are you picking up bitches on my chat? Go talk to her somewhere else. Message her like a real man.
there's Valhalla 1 and then Valhalla Heaven.
40 minutes and you still in those live streams?
I mean, how many people we got in this chat room?
Well, we had 5, but
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball Z talk dropped it down to 3.
All I'm just gonna say is just tell these niggas to get in the live. If they not in the live, man, come on, bro. We need to focus on this.
All right, get in the fucking live stream. I'm no longer talking to y'all. Go to Twitch. You can make a Twitch. It's real fast.
Make that Twitch, y'all.
So maybe we can move on to our next topic and talk about some injustice.
I'm not even finished with my story.
What the fuck? I mean, the story. I mean, he beat up the niggas, dropped the shit on him.
I'm just gonna say this.
Doesn't that mean you should end that live stream?
I will go to Valhalla. I went to Valhalla and there was bitches everywhere. Titties.
Titties.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. I'm done.
Or these bitches like fighting or they fucking?
Yeah, they were fucking. It was brothels everywhere.
Holy shit. That is
It was
immaculate.
beer and brothels.
That sounds like something I need in my day.
Man.
I need that in my day. I go back in time, back when I could beat niggas ass proper. Yeah, I go to Valhalla. So nice.
That'd be worthy.
So now we're gonna move on to our next topic about
I'm gonna bring Rex out for this one since we're gonna be, a little serious and shit.
we're gonna talk about how should celebrities voice their opinions on injustice. And do you think that's the responsibility of celebrities to voice their opinions on injustice?
Should I go first?
Sure. Or if viewers have any feedback or what something they would like to say on this topic, please let us know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to say this. No. I don't think artists should be political. They don't have to be political. They don't have to be political. They can talk whatever they want to say. They can say whatever the fuck they want. I do believe that in some case there are people or there are artists that should be political, because more so of the fact that politics ain't for everybody, and everybody can't talk about politics because that's just not their realm. But I feel like the people that are knowledgeable of what's going on should step up and say a voice, because you got a lot of artists that people look at that brag about their money. And I'm talking mainly about hip hop at this point, but I know we could talk about all facets. But as far as hip hop,
Yeah, I was gonna bring up when you said that some artists definitely are good at like bringing up political or social issues.
Yep.
But then other ones, I think if your music isn't fully in line with like if
that.
your music doesn't have that kind
Exactly.
of message, it feels a little weird. Like you can't have Lady Gaga coming up being like, I want to do this all for the immigrant children. I think what Trump is doing is wrong. All right, kick it. And then whatever next pop song she has going up,
Yeah,
talking about men sweating on her or whatever she sings about now. Like
Yeah, it
doesn't work
It
anymore.
just doesn't fit.
yeah, no, facts. So I just think that some artists where, you know, they're bragging so much about their money, you got a lot of young niggas that are listening to that type of music. And whether or not people want to say that hip hop has an influence, hip hop definitely has an influence on a lot of things. So I think that some artists should take their time out to try to find some things, but I don't think everyone, you know, it's not for everyone. So to go to, thank you for using your real voice. You weren't pulling off that Batman Rorschach voice. I wasn't trying to pull off Batman Rorschach. Yeah, thank you for hosting, by the way. But no, I wasn't trying to do a Batman Rorschach voice. There was no like inspiration that came from that voice. I just did that. But anyway, in my case, I think that. So let's talk about the ASAP thing real quick. Cashews. Yeah, but the ASAP thing, my thing is this.
Yes.
I've been a fan of ASAP since he first dropped. ASAP was never a political rapper.
Hell no.
There were times he would kind of mention political shit in his music, but he was not a political rapper.
No.
However, the statement that
did.
ASAP made, I do not agree with. Back in 2016, I thought that was a very ignorant statement to make.
I thought it was the right statement to make, and I applauded him for it, because when I had listened to his album had touched briefly on some subjects, and the reason he had made that statement is because he touched briefly on the statements, but he had voiced his opinion saying, you know, I'm not one of these rappers that talks about this type of shit. I just talk about what my lifestyle, because I know my lifestyle. I'm not going to try to talk about something that's outside of my knowledge, and I respected that. But people are using it as like, oh, okay, no, he said this, he deserves to be in jail right now, and I'm just like,
Here's the
because
thing.
you don't want to talk about.
I want to watch the video of him saying
on.
that,
Hold
because when you read that in text, it sounds pretty bad.
He had just voiced it after his album dropped, and he did.
Yeah, but it's
he
like
did
you
say
gotta.
that.
Yeah, that's what I want to see the video of it. That's all, because I've only seen people share the texting of it, and the reading of it doesn't look good.
Because there's a couple joints where he said like all lives matter and stuff like that. But my thing
Thinking
is
about it.
this. My thing is this. Even though I don't agree with what ASAP said,
Yes.
the reason why I didn't applaud him because he was just talking about like, you know, I don't live in Flint. I do fashion. I'm in these bitches' drawers. Like, I get that. But it sounded really ignorant. Like, more so the fact because it's just like, damn, bro, like, I know you don't experience this and you're not in that realm and you're not a political rapper, but there are black people that are suffering. And just because you don't come from that, don't mean that you can't at least acknowledge the fact that, yes, bro, there's some bullshit that's happening out here. And he talks about black on black crimes. He's mentioned it. I know that. But it's a very ignorant statement to say that and then say, like, I'm in bitches' drawers, I'm doing this fashion shit, I live in Soho. Like, I get it. These people don't have fucking water, bro. You don't gotta be political, but at least have an eye out to know that there is worse shit going on in this world, bro.
I'm also wondering, because a lot of who I think he hangs out around, he probably has a very wild,
Oh yeah,
like joking
I'm pretty
life.
sure
like
he
probably
has
everything's a joke
crazy
around
life.
him type stuff. So I feel like he was always so possibly just back in that time saying that in like a joke. He didn't think it was gonna be like a big internet like, oh, this is exactly what he means. He was just saying like, yo, I don't live there. I can't relate. to that.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally grew
I don't
up in
know.
a whole section. It was like I can't relate to sweatshop work. I can empathize, but I can't relate. I don't live in the countries that do that. So
Exactly.
I don't actually understand how bad those conditions are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can empathize with.
Yeah. No, that's why I said what I said. Like, no matter what, do I believe that the nigga should be in jail? Fuck no. Like, because even though I don't agree with what the fuck he said, I don't believe that nigga should be in jail because there are a lot of people that be like, oh, I can't relate. And it's like, I get why y'all upset, but in the same sense, it's like, if you seen the video where he was walking around Paris the whole time and the guy was following him for like 4 hours, I would be upset too, because there's multiple videos showing where he told this guy, go the other way. Even his bodyguard, go the other way. It's two dudes, and one of them broke their headphones on his bodyguard, and they still didn't punch him, didn't do it. So they're being followed. I would think in my mind, just me possibly, I would Uber the fuck out of there. I would leave, because I don't know who the fuck this is, but maybe he wasn't in that mindset. Maybe he just wanted to walk and enjoy his day. But after a while, after someone is following you for that long, you gonna fucking snap.
Yeah.
I get it. I see why he threw his ass like a fucking WWE wrestler. Like, that shit was wild. Like, if someone's following you for that long, you gonna start getting paranoid after a while. Because you don't know what the fuck this person doing. So my thing is just more so the fact that, oh, thank you. Mila? Is that how you say your name? All right, 37 people. Free Rocky. Oh, look at Trav. It doesn't matter when the dude didn't put a hand on him. Bodyguard started whooping his ass and he joined in. He did after the fact, but he did it after.
So he pulled a Chris Brown and Rihanna. It wasn't that Chris Brown defended himself. It was when he got out the car and continued to beat her ass. That's when the problem was.
Well, no. So it's more so the fact that
that's what the problem was.
I mean, it's more so the fact that like I said, being followed for that long, and you keep constantly telling somebody stop, and they still following you, you gonna snap.
Yes.
And yeah, they went in, and then that's when Rocky started beating up on his ass.
That's like when I'm having arguments with my wife, and like
I don't want to talk about your goddamn wife, bro. Look, more of the story is, no, I don't agree with what ASAP said back in 2016, but I don't believe that nigga should be in jail just because, of what happened. It was a situation where someone was following him, he was trying to protect himself, and they on some bullshit over there. So I get why people are saying free Rocky. Free Rocky, man.
Definitely free Rocky. Free anybody that has been imprisoned for injustice.
What up, Curry? How you doing?
But I believe if you just maybe you shouldn't jump in when somebody's already getting their ass whooped.
Straight up.
That's you making yourself an accomplice. You should just let that shit be resolved.
It's facts though.
And it wasn't like his bodyguard was losing, right?
Hell no. It was two skinny ass niggas. Like, bro, it was two skinny ass niggas just like on some bullshit, just following them. They look drugged up. First and foremost,
he should have just started recording and put it on WorldStar.
What he did? Well, I don't think he no. One of his homies recorded it. And
damn, one of your homies got you caught up.
Yeah, you should pull up the chat too so you can see what they're saying.
Yeah, like one of his homies. Yeah, it's getting live in the chat now.
Okay.
Thank you, Curry, for coming through. Thank you, Trav. I'm a pretty bitch. Everybody know this. Just keep it 100, cause all the pretty bitches is in the world today. But yeah, no, to go back to what I was saying, yeah, bro, I really think that it's bullshit, bro, because once again, don't agree with what he said, but that doesn't like make him I think like there was just more sort of that's his opinion, and whether or not we agree with it or I don't agree with it, but it's more so the fact that that's the life that man lived, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're not gonna change his opinion. That's just who he is. But in the same sense, don't be blind to the fact of what's going on outside in America towards black people.
I don't think it's so much so that
I don't think he's blind, but I just think he just
he shouldn't have made the statement.
Yeah, he shouldn't have made a statement like that because he said all lives matter a couple of times, and I guess it's like you're just kind of missing the point when we say Black Lives Matter. So
he not a part of the movement.
Yeah, like
He
so look,
looking from the outside in.
I'm gonna say this. When I do hear when people say all lives matter, because in a way all lives matter, they do, but Black Lives Matter because we go through a lot of bullshit and a lot of people act like they don't recognize what's going on in the years and years of history that we've gone through.
That's nothing. You know what that is? You know what all lives matter is? It's a deflection. It happens every time. I'm 45 years fucking old. Like I know what a deflection is when I see one. Whenever we used to have like protests back in my day, when protesting was very hard, we didn't have a lot of shit to do but smoke weed and go outside. So we go out in the streets and we be like, yo, shit fucked up. I want shit raised. I want the price of rent lower because standards of living only go up. so much, and you only pay your workers so much, and over time you think it's bad now, sometimes it's bad then. You get a president in pieces, and niggas is still working 2-3 jobs. Niggas ain't never stopped working 2-3 jobs.
Like
So we always start a movement, and then there be another movement that pop up
try to
just
come out of
that
nowhere.
just deflect it,
Yep.
and it always happens.
Always.
It always fucking happens. It's
They're
what they
trying to
use
make
against
us look bad.
Facts.
Like what we're doing, but like everyone's blind to the fact that we get treated like shit. We get treated like shit. It's bullshit, and
I gotta close the stream on Facebook. Y'all come join me. Y'all gonna come join me on Twitch, please.
He should know better. He been out the hood for almost 12 years. He gotta leave that mentality alone. What's good? Doing good, man. How you doing? Doing good. I can't with Rex. Yeah, Nadine, I was acting like a head ass. Celebrities get caught up in the glamour life. I agree. We never know what celebrities' lives are like, but in that sense, like, we don't know how they're living. We don't. But yeah, I do think it's bullshit because it's just no matter out of all history, there's so much history that's erased from black people. Like the actual meaning of nigga was niggas, but I'm not about to go all deep into that. I just want people to know that with the bullshit,
And also Ngali.
Exactly. And with all the bullshit that happens, it's more so of a movement that we're trying to let you know that black people go through shit. We really do, no matter what the situation is. And I'm here because I went through some shit back.
How you turn off the sound on this bitch? How you make the sound go away?
Can we get the iPad? Because I want to pull this picture up. Because I'm looking at the
How
chat
the fuck
too.
you make the shit go away, man?
I don't know.
By the way, my phone on 15%. I can't.
Oh no, if you're using it, never mind. You're good. Yeah,
No,
no,
you're fine.
you're
keep it.
good.
You keep it.
But yeah, that's kind of my standpoint on it, guys. For right now, we are getting political about what we're talking about.
You know what's
'cause it's
crazy?
real shit.
Like, even if you're out the hood for 12 years, like, that don't change it.
It don't.
Like, I grew up in the hood and I live in a way better area than I do now, but I'm still ratchet. Like, it's the behaviorism. That's what I grew up on. That's what the fuck I'm gonna act.
I'm gonna say this. I get what Travis saying.
I two-piece a nigga any day he act wrong. I smack a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I get what Travis saying.
It
Though.
is some shit that I was
'Cause it's
raised
like,
to do.
You've been through the ups and downs. You're a celebrity now. You shouldn't, as a celebrity, to represent yourself, you shouldn't be fighting. But everything that I just said, I get it. But if I was him, like I said, he probably wasn't even thinking in that mindset. I would have rocked. I would have got the fuck. I would have been like, all right, look, this random motherfucker's been following me for about 3 hours now, 3 to 4 hours now. I'm about to leave. Because this is creepy.
I'll be tired. Because think about how many times that shit happens. Like, I'll be tired. I'll be like, no, I'm not leaving nowhere. I'm going to beat his ass.
I mean, you can't be traveling the world being a whole nigga and acting like it's okay.
Nah. You can't be traveling the fucking world following me acting like you some shit.
Facts. I'm still ratchet too. The hood stays in you once you grow up there.
Facts.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like I said, I get both points. I think like more so the fact that you should be representing yourself well. Not for anyone else, but for yourself, especially if you have a business to uphold. Because you want to keep in mind that if you're going to try to reach out to all these different labels, whether it's clothing places and all that
Oh,
stuff,
yeah, they'll
and they
drop
see
you.
fighting,
They see you as a
they'll
liability.
drop your ass. And it's like, that's a liability on their behalf. So
And
it's
you know
like,
what?
you
I was watching an
it.
interview with the young man, ASAP Rocky, a while ago, and he was talking about when he had first started, they would get into like mosh pits and fights would break out, and he had to
and
stop
they said
that
they
shit.
wanted to do better.
Yeah, they wanted to do better to stop all that shit so he could get more deals. And I understood that. I understood Tyler the Creator's plight, being labeled for what he was, but him trying to branch out and not be looked at like that, which is why he changed his brand. He took out the fuck Tyler on his Twitter.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he changed his style up a lot in order to bridge out and bridge that gap, so that people didn't view him like that, and people didn't see him as a liability clause, and labels would give him more money. Because outside looking in, you're not always going to be able to do all your research on somebody. You're just dealing with a large number of artists, and then you got other people popping up. It's not like everybody going to know who you are.
Facts. Yeah. So like that's my standpoint. If ASAP ever see this, hopefully he don't feel some type of way about my opinion. But it's just like I said, I'm with you, brother. I think you should be freed. I think that's bullshit. I don't agree with what he said.
I don't either.
But I think he should definitely be freed because, like I said, you got to keep an image uphold, and he already know that, man. He a smart individual. That nigga been around for a minute. He done collaborate. First black nigga on French Vogue. Like, bruh,
Come on, man.
Man has done a lot in fashion because some people were trying to like say like, oh, well, that nigga just about fashion. Like, he don't about rap no more. I was like, bro, he said from the jump he was about fashion. So you shouldn't be mad at a nigga for trying to, open different lanes and do different shit. So Shout out ASAP, because I also fucked with his last album. A lot of people was trying to shit on his last album.
didn't like
thought
Testing.
I like Testing. I
didn't
love
like
Testing, actually. I thought Testing was a great album.
I liked.
I can see where people kind of
his
feel
other
some type
album.
of way about it, but I thought it was a great album.
I thought his other albums were more spectacular.
But yeah. What's your opinion in the chat? I'm sorry. I'm doing two things at once.
Someone said he is more than aware of his own behavior and how it looks. I mean, he could be. He definitely could be, and there could be a truth to that. He said, yeah, I agree. You can still stay true to yourself and where you're from and represent it better when you're in the public eye. I believe, like, there's a lot of stress that comes with being a celebrity, and there's a lot of stress with, like, dealing with yourself. Like, when you work a job and you're the best worker there and they depend on you to be the face of the brand, there's a stress in that. And constantly you want to beat your boss's ass, but nobody understands how upset you are because you hold yourself so together so well. And then there are some days you snap.
Yep.
You can't take it no more. You can't take holding up the fucking curtain for everybody else to walk through while your arms get tired. It just don't fucking
Straight up.
It just don't fucking add up sometimes.
Facts, bro. Yeah, thank y'all for putting y'all 2 cents too about that whole situation, because I feel that there is a lot of bullshit going on. Yo, how do I make this brighter?
Huh?
How do I make this brighter?
You should just scroll down at the top like most intros do.
Yeah. That's why the bigger names in the industry just let their bodyguards handle it and walk the fuck away. I mean, I'm just gonna walk the fuck away from somebody getting their ass whipped because I'm black, and if they see me standing too close to somebody getting their ass whipped, they just gonna arrest me, and I'm gonna get blamed for a crime I wasn't even a part of, and those two people gonna walk free, and I'm gonna be like, but the dude that was beating his ass ain't even here, and the dude that got his ass whipped ain't even here. I was just standing right next to him. I seen that shit happen too many times, so I just walk away. I'm 45 fucking years old. I seen a lot of shit.
But nah, that's my 2 cents on it, guys. I think that homie should definitely be free. He shouldn't be out there on that bullshit, because that is a bunch of bull. But yeah, man, free ASAP, dog. I
Definitely think he should be free.
Free ASAP.
So what do you think about rappers like Young Thug had made a previous statement also like this? He said, I'm Young Thug. I don't talk about that shit. I talk about what Young Thug does.
Yeah, that brings back to the point of what I said. Not every single fucking rapper needs to be political, because that's not their lane. But I think rappers should be aware of. Rappers should say whatever the fuck they want to say, but rappers should still be aware of what they say.
I believe Kanye does a great job, even though he doesn't write most of his lyrics and going into the political atmosphere.
I don't fuck with
Even
Kanye.
when he gets too deep into the political atmosphere, like when he was doing his whole support Trump something, at least he was telling people, yo, have a voice, stand for something, and let people know what you stand for, because it doesn't like make your brand weaker. It just lets people know that you have an opinion, and sometimes even if that opinion is not in the brightest scopes of what people want you to do, it's important to have your own opinion. Mm-hmm. And I think he is he's a political activist in the rights of freedom of speech. Word. And letting people know that it's not okay to hold your tongue, and sometimes you got to say what you feel, even if it may be wrong at the time and you don't. And later in the light, you see it and you reflect on it as being wrong. The fact is that you're capable of making these decisions yourself and not going with the follow suit or the norm.
What they said. That's why the bigger names in the industry just let their bodyguards handle the photo. He should have just caught an Uber, like Rex said, because the society we live in just blame or grab the nearest black person. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. It definitely depends on what it is, but majority of what it is, whether it is dependent or not, if we're in a situation, it's gonna be us on some stupid shit.
Always.
But I think that's not what Young Thug's MO is, and that's not who he is as an artist. Now, of course, I'm looking at Kendrick or J. Cole or Big Crit. I'm looking at those artists because they're going to be the ones to step up and say something. Even fucking Jaden Smith, he don't even rap about shit like that all the time. He
just does it.
He just does it. You know what I mean?
I believe more rappers should just do something than talk about it more so. And if it's successful and it's something they're passionate about, then bring it up as a cause of activism, because a lot of rappers can say a lot of shit like, oh, they killing us, they doing this and doing this, but when's the last time you ever been to a fucking protest? When's the last time you stood with people who are actually trying to change something? And that's the problem I found with this whole A$AP Rocky thing. I saw the meme, and they were like, they pulled up that thing, like who the fuck are you to judge somebody when you're not even doing the shit yourself? Don't post no shit like, oh, you're not supporting the cause, bitch. You ain't never supported the cause. I ain't never seen you out here in this hot ass sun walking around with me. When I go to protests, I don't ever see these people. You know what they do? I posted on my social media like, yo, this is where I'm going. I'm out here today. And they pointing at me like, they praising me for being so. I'm like, bitch, you should be out here with me. Yeah. Facts. If you care about this shit.
Facts.
Shit don't add up.
Facts. I think more so the fact, like, You're right, because a lot of people use it as a hashtag, and I'll be honest on myself.
It's not something to be a fucking fad. I'm trying to actually change some shit.
Yeah, I think I'll be honest on myself. Like I've never been to a protest.
Never?
And no, I haven't. And I fought myself at that. I definitely will. I'm not one of those people that are on there 24/7 being political. But I put my 2 cents. I don't think it's wrong for you to tweet about the shit and talk about it. But when you're like excessively doing it and you're judging others and you've never been to a rally or anything like that, then that's when I think it's a problem. But I do say my 2 cents. I've never been to a rally before or protest. But once again, I'm not on there 24/7 talking about
What are the
it.
matters that you care about? Would you ever go to a protest?
Yeah, I would. I definitely would. Facts. I wouldn't say that I would not go to one, but I will say this as well. A lot of protests don't work. They don't.
I mean, that's not the point.
It's not the point. You're right.
It's always going to be a long
It's about
uphill
a
battle.
word of what you're standing for and letting them know what it is.
Specifically, the ones I would just want to say something on the ones that don't work. Specifically, it's the ones where you just march through the streets and don't really have a goal besides just chanting and marching. It's like you're not doing anything. Either block off something that's going to impede something that's going to cause damage in the future. Like if you don't want a bill passed, line up on public areas, blocking cars of politicians so they can't go and do their job.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean. If it's like an oil company, like
Obstruction. You want to obstruct.
Yeah.
Protests don't work if it's about awareness most of the time, because awareness leads to something. But if it's always about awareness, there's no change. You want to obstruct and you want to try to make a change in a nonviolent way.
That's Nadine. Hold on. There's a difference between rappers. Rocky is a rapper of today. People like Young Thug isn't a rapper if 90% of his words is mumble. Kendrick J. Cole is
What?
a future of
What
rap.
the fuck?
Hold on,
Young
hold
Thug
on,
raps.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
okay. I'm upset.
Future of rap.
I listen to Young
Rap game is
Thug.
dying because of the rappers that are coming up just by saying ABC with a beat behind it. A lot of people don't care what you're saying as long as the beat is dope. Let me say something real quick.
That is not true.
I don't think rap is dying.
No,
the
it's
reason
not.
why I
It's
don't think rap
evolved.
is dying is because rap is actually the most popular genre
In the whole entire world.
in the whole entire world.
Did you see that Asian nigga that copied that Cardi kid? Took
Nigga,
the
I
whole
showed you
flow-
that shit.
Took the whole entire flow.
Bruh, I'll say this. I see where you're coming from, Nadine, because I think what you're meaning is like the actual
I think
meaning
it's
of
turning into anime at the moment, where it's just like
everything's
there's
the
so
same.
much of it.
Yeah, that's what
and
she's
you
saying.
can produce it.
You know
like
what?
Any music.
You know what?
So
I see a lot of
quickly.
old heads. They get
There's just
upset
too much-
about where rap has
too
progressed.
much,
But
you
I
know, curation
take
of
pride
something
in
better.
it.
Yeah.
The fact that most rappers don't have to talk about that shit no more, and the shit that we used to have to go through every single fucking day, and that we have the freedom to talk about something of more leisure and something that's more fun to talk about and like hang out and actually talk about stuff that is lighthearted, that is aspiring. That means things have gotten better with the generation after generation. We are no longer being like incarcerated at the race that we were incarcerated before. We are no longer being racially profiled at the race we were being profiled before. We are no longer being discriminated the way that we were being discriminated before, or living in ghettos the same way we were living before. Now we can move into a house that has like a good property value in a white neighborhood without being like kicked out of that bitch with like fucking crosses burning on the middle of the yard. We don't have to rap about that shit no more.
Yeah,
this is a free era.
Yeah,
and they
look,
should be able to rap about that shit.
I'm gonna say this.
Rappers don't
I'ma
need
say
to do
this.
all that.
I see what Nadine is saying though. The art of hip hop is dying because it's just at the moment in time. I see what you're saying too. So let
It
me say
hasn't.
my two. Let
It
me
has
say my 2
evolved.
points. Let me say my 2 points.
This is the best era of hip hop I've ever seen.
Hip hop. I don't agree with that, but I would say
I
I would
definitely
say
agree with it.
I would say this.
You don't know how many fucking whack rappers, the fucking ones that were popular bubbled to the top, but I was living in that motherfucking era.
There's a lot
I
of
know how
rappers that
many-
are fucking whack
They
now
were
that
whack
bubble.
as shit. It was always the same shit.
What, back then?
Back then, yes.
Oh no, I don't agree with that.
You didn't
You're
grow
wa-
up in that
you're
time.
wildin'.
You didn't see all the shit that didn't make it to the top of the charts.
What
Only
are
sold
we
a couple
talking about?
records.
What year? Like
I'm
around
talking.
what
I'm
year?
talking 90s. I'm talking late 80s, early 90s. I watched rap.
Oh, you're definitely wilding with that one because I can name a bunch of rappers back in those.
you
days
could.
that
You
were
can name the
lit.
famous ones.
Yeah, I can name a lot more than just
You
that.
can't name your homie down the street that tried it. Fucking 40-year-old, that nigga that only
I
sold
see
like
what
7
you're
records.
saying. Okay, look. Let me say
It's
my
the
2
same
cents to
shit,
go
man.
back
Y'all just
to
see-
what
y'all just
she
see the
said.
profit of it.
No. Let me say my shit of what I think,
Bunch of
what
young niggas.
you said, and what she said. My standpoint of why I agree with Nadine is because the art of hip hop, what I think the realness of the hip hop is dying. The more so of what hip hop was in the 90s and the early 2000s. That's not here anymore. You do have rappers like J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Crit, and there are a lot more other rappers
So you
that.
mean the style of rap?
Hold on.
Okay.
There's many styles of rap, but the artists that are speaking the truth, there are still artists out there that are speaking the truth. It's just a lot more artists that speak that bullshit overshadows the artists that are speaking the realness. So you do have a lot of old heads that be like shitting on all the younger artists and don't actually go in with the open mind. People forget that when hip hop first started back in like the 70s is when hip hop really kind of got its footings.
Hell yeah, you know.
Where they were doing the whole DJing and beatboxing and stuff, and people were just because first it was just a DJ. It wasn't even a rapper at first. It was just a DJ, and people were partying to getting away from the bullshit that was going on in New York at
That's
the
what
time.
it was about. It was about having fun.
It was about having
and
fun.
I see all these young people having fun. They're doing what they're supposed
Exactly.
to be doing.
So let me finish.
It's hard,
let me finish.
man.
Let me say my sense. It's gonna be a little long, but it's gonna wrap everything up.
Okay.
That's what hip hop was. Then hip hop came into fruition when you had more niggas talking about, and yeah, everybody have fun. You better come in the party and have fun. You better have some ice on you. You got a girl with you. You better
To the
fuck her
hip,
in
to
her
the
back.
hop,
No,
to the
but
hip, to the
like,
hop,
you know
to
what I
the
mean?
flex,
Like
ain't going to
niggas
the
was
back.
just having fun and wasn't really talking about shit. But
To the
then you
bang,
started
bang,
getting
boogie.
artists because after a while, people liked the party, but they started getting tired of hearing the same shit where niggas just partying all the time because they know there's bullshit. So more artists that started talking about things and having topics started coming in, and more. That's how it got more spread out, and you started getting all these different people going to like Fresh Prince to Public Enemy to
Public Enemy was definitely the big
NWA.
factor.
You
I
know,
do agree
they
with
go to
that.
political and then also talk about street shit. So to come back now. The reason why I do like the new generation, and I see why you say it's the best, is because you can utilize the internet so much. It's so much capability in music now for you to get discovered online. They didn't have that back then. Niggas literally had to go with tapes, like shuffle those tapes and go
Hell
to all
yeah.
these different events to get it. So I see what you mean when you say I think this is the best networking era of hip hop, because you could post a video on YouTube one day and next thing you know that shit got 100,000 likes or 100,000 views. You don't know. I also think that with a lot of the young niggas, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of these young niggas ain't saying a fucking thing.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't like saying like this was the best generation, that was the best generation, because I think every new generation
It's gonna be different.
have added something that helped
Yep.
move
Definitely a progression.
Forward.
it so much forward. Like
And
right
I-
now, like you said, this is the networking generation because of the internet, because of laptops being able to be. Your whole studio can just be in a laptop in your closet now. Like accessibility makes this so much easier. So this is the next generation of it just being like. You can do so much at the moment. And I don't want to just say any generation is the best, because each generation has its moments.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
Nadine. She said, but people don't want to hear real anymore. They want to hear about bitches, lean, weed, and anything that gets them shaking ass or violent. I get it. It sells, but the real is real. I mean,
Hold
some
on.
people want to go to parties, but listening to real every day, that shit gets depressing. It's like listening to the fucking news, man.
Yo.
You don't get depressed.
I'll say this. I think hip
Not
hop.
stories. I just miss stories.
I don't
Doesn't always have
think
to be real.
I see what she means.
shit gonna make you
but
depressed.
she's talking about like the general consistency that overshadows the real shit. The reason why I still think there is good in music and why this is probably one of the best generations to go, because you can go to hip hop and say Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi, Young Thug, but then you can go and say Anderson .Paak, Tyler the Creator.
I like Anderson.
You know what I mean? Like you
Like,
can
I
say
listen
shit
to
like
I listen
that.
to him on my Soul Network. You know, on the radio, you listen
yeah.
to the Soul, he used to play a bunch of
You
old
can
songs.
fucking
But
Freddie-
I fuck with him. Like, he one of the new kids
It's
I like.
all different. Danny Brown. Like, you know, like all that is, and half y'all probably even know the artist I'm talking about. But hip hop's just not this one thing anymore. It's not, because you can listen to, it's just that it's not that over popularized as the bullshit that comes, like Action Bronson. How many of y'all listen to Action Bronson? Let's be honest.
The fat one, right?
Yes.
The
And-
guy on the Food Network that make the food.
Yes, he's not on Food Network, but yes, the guy that makes the food. But
Fuck,
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
delicious.
Like, bro, it's
Yeah,
you
that
got
one.
all these different artists. It's not just that. It's just what happens is, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, Nadine. I just think it's the bullshit that overshadows the music that's still out there. Hip hop is very widespread. That's why I'm glad we having this resurgence of new women rappers. I love it, because it used to always be like in the 90s, you had a variety of female MCs, even in the late 80s. But then it got to a point where it was just like, we're just going to focus on one hip hop female artist. And it's like, niggas started saying that was bullshit. So now we got Rico Nasty, Tierra Whack, Meg Thee Stallion, Rhapsody, Little Sims. It goes on and on and on. We got all these different female artists, because it's showing you that hip hop is starting to become very, very widespread. That's why we were looking at the Korean kid, Blase kid, that sounded smack like Cardi,
He sold
even
the
though
whole
he was
style.
Korean. But he said that he used it as an influence, and the reason why I don't chastise him as much is because people overseas don't have that much of an. They have American influence, but when it comes to hip hop, they only have an influence but of so much, especially for the younger generation out there, because we don't know how they living out there. But we know that obviously that trap hip hop and hip hop in general is big in Asia.
Yeah.
It is. Japan, Korea,
And you know what?
like
And
it
Cardi was labeled as one of the biggest mumble rappers.
It's big in a
How
lot of
about
places.
Jack
When I was in the Czech Republic in Europe, they played a lot of American hip hop, like literally just American, like not even their own version. None of them even knew the words, which is kind of funny because they had like little children dancing
That's
to some
crazy.
very
That's
interesting
crazy.
songs.
And you see how they still treat black people overseas.
was
King
right,
says, but sometimes I do see people getting mislabeled based on how they look. Like YBN Corday, he actually be talking about some shit. The rest of his collective is mostly trash. That boy
and that's
is boring.
perspective.
That little nigga is boring as shit.
I
Like
can't say that.
I can turn on a Nas album and he just talking about the same shit Nas was talking about. I'm like, boy, what are you talking
But
about?
see,
This
that's
has
your
been done.
opinion. That's
It's
your
been done.
opinion.
This has been done. I'm just saying.
But-
I listened to it all. I heard it all.
See, you see how
It's cool. It's cool to see that somebody is like doing that, but the whole pro era thing was like them redoing that again, and then
But
there's
you
another
see
nigga
how,
doing
but you
that
see
again.
the opinion of why this goes all back in circle. Nadine wants to hear truth, and you saying that he's boring, even though he's speaking some real shit, and you saying it's been done. Yet all this mumble shit has been done over and over and over again. So both of y'all have points. She has a point that she wants to, and I'm pretty sure she don't only want to hear just truth rap all the time, but just more so the fact that she's saying the real rap is dead, and then you also saying that you don't want to hear that shit. So it's like it's different opinions. We can't say nobody is wrong. All I can say is that hip hop has turned into a genre where you can listen. Excuse me, goddamn. You can hear punk rap rock. You can hear trap rock. You can
like
hear atmospheric type shit. You can hear political shit. So it depends on you as a person if you're going to support it. If you don't support it, then it's going to shade the fuck out.
Then I guess that comes back to our full topic and brings it full circle. It just means like whether or not you're gonna stand for what you want to stand for and what you're going to support. And if you want to support a rapper who is active in the community, then support a rapper who is active in the community. Go to their shows. Show up. Help them be more active in the community. Let them know how much that impacts you. And if you don't want to support a rapper who is not impactful to the community, then don't see him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you like these artists, support these artists. Bump their shit so they can get paid on fucking iTunes and Spotify. Go to a show. That's what's going to get those artists to get a little bit more grind. Like Anderson .Paak has been grinding. And I know a lot of people don't listen to Anderson .Paak.
I love that dude.
And
there was one joint he dropped with that one producer, and he was talking about the pastor. He was like, "Pastor, lay hands on him." I thought he meant like he said, "Pastor, lay hands on him," and then the pastor started whooping his ass in the fucking cut. I was just like, "This is hilarious." I never heard no shit like this. It was funny as shit.
Yeah, see, but yeah, no, that's just my 2 cents. And that's just how I feel about it. I don't think hip hop's dying at all. It's the most popular genre. It's just up to people to do research outside of the bullshit that they hear all the time. And not to say that the new music's bullshit, because I don't think that. I like a lot of the new rappers. Playboi Carti is actually one of my favorite like rappers
I
of
love
this
that
generation.
dude.
I didn't like Uzi at first, but I fuck with Uzi. I
didn't either.
Yeah, it's for some reason I just didn't fuck with him at first, but then he grew on me.
Yeah.
And I started listening to Uzi.
You know what it was?
What?
I researched it. Everything he does is in a C major. It's like a very happy note.
A word.
It makes you feel very rejuvenated.
And even fucking Gunna. I love Gunna. I think Gunna's very talented.
That is one artist I listen to a lot of Young Thug, so I hear a lot of him on there. And sometimes I listen to like I listen to a lot of Lil Uzi and I hear him a lot on there, and I listen to some Playboi Carti songs and I hear him a lot on there. But I have not given him the full respect that I should.
I think he's talented. And see, people may think, in my opinion, because like I felt at first I was one of those old niggas, even though I'm 27.
I'm from Atlanta,
but
so
I felt like I was
looking
one of those
for
old
Atlanta
niggas at
shit.
first that was like, man, I don't want to hear this new shit. But not to diss one of my guys that I kind of keep at a distance now. All he wanted to do was listen to like, after a while, that shit got annoying because all he talked about was hip hop in the 90s, 24/7.
And that shit's rude. It's like 24/7. Relevant.
And he didn't give a fuck about these new rappers. All new rappers to him were trash. So it's like after a while, that shit got annoying.
You just stuck in your ways.
Yeah, you stuck in your ways. That's why I think a lot of people should give some of this new shit a listen. And if you don't like it, you don't fucking like it. That's just what it is.
It's not even that. Try new shit.
Try new shit.
At first, when my wife had suggested getting the Brazilian wax, I was like, fuck no.
I think that also goes both ways though. Like,
What?
because there's people out there who are like, oh, if it's if it's a, we'll use film for example. If it's in black and white, I'm not even gonna try and watch
shit.
that. And just like, but you can
People
learn a
do
lot.
not
There's a
watch
lot
film.
of old school film techniques because they don't have the modern shit we have today.
Yeah.
So film, for example, right now, music. There's probably a lot of older music that use interesting techniques. You could listen to the first time it was used and see how it came to be what it is today. What you can just do with a click on your laptop. They probably had to get real life synthesizers and all these amazing things and figure out, oh, if I fucking throw a trash can in this, you get that amazing
Get the
echo
sound,
bass or
yeah.
some shit. It's like, damn.
Real shit. No, I agree. I agree 100%. I think a lot of people also don't watch films enough. I'm not gonna go into that. That's a whole other rant that I'll go into. But I love Meg Thee Stallion, of course. I'm like
This is
the
my
new
opinion so far.
sometimes. The new just sounds the same and it gets played out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Nadine. I agree. And I think, yeah, no, that's dope. I think that, and thank y'all for coming in, man. Really appreciate it. We at 37 right now. Can we get to 40 at least today? If we can get to 40, then
I mean, we could have. I
good.
could have kept live and on the social medias and bringing more people in here, but y'all want me to stop.
Yeah, we want you to focus on this.
I mean, yeah, but you know, you only get one of the two. I mean, how the fuck?
I
How the
think-
fuck we gonna get to 40? We talking to the same people in the stream. Like, who they supposed to go? They supposed to go tell somebody who the fuck we marketed.
True.
The
But
problem
you
is
don't-
keep interacting with it. What you're supposed to do is set it up somewhere, and every 2 minutes, be like, hey guys, go to the stream. That's where I'm interacting.
Well, why ain't y'all saying that
Facts.
shit before? God damn it.
You've constantly been telling me.
Yeah, we've been telling you that a
Oh,
lot,
shit.
bro.
Y'all know I'm hard to hear.
You just kept saying.
I'm fucking 45 years old.
I ain't gonna lie though. Those people that came in definitely did help us.
Y'all still alive.
Yeah, man. I mean, you should have saw me like Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, bro. I had 10-hour streams, bruh. Live ain't nothing, dog. I'm trying to get this Twitch bread, my nigga. Like that ass, bro. But nah, yeah, man. I mean, that's
Isaac just didn't come right back into the stream.
yeah. If damn, he missed the whole convo. Okay, if it wouldn't be so bad for a lot of people if the level of talent went up. It's like going to a show and listening to 30 niggas who all use the same type of beats with the same flow. You gonna get fatigued.
Oh,
but
hell
then
yeah.
that comes to, like I said, you doing the research.
Yeah,
You
know
have
what
you
you
doing the
doing.
research.
Know what
And
you
and
doing.
Trav, you already know. I'm speaking in general because I already know, Trav, you listen to a lot of fucking music. But it's up to that artist to do the research of said artist. Cause like I can talk about Rico Nasty and nobody know who the fuck Rico Nasty is, or I can talk about Danny Brown and niggas be like, didn't he come out with that one album back in 2013, but don't do the fucking research to go find out that the nigga dropped another album. It's just automatically niggas think that if you're not that consistent, you fell off. And that's
But,
not the
like,
fucking case.
It's what if you have one artist that you do want to support and you see them performing at this one venue that has a lot of other artists. You're basically saying, then go research all those artists as well, which is you should do that.
Yeah.
But then
I
if
thought
it's
he
all
was
going to
saying the
sound like
artists
that one
themselves.
artist you like,
The
are you going to
artists
be like,
themselves.
damn, I don't want to sit here for like
Yeah,
3
of
hours of
course.
the same music.
I understand that, but that's like going to a rock show. You're gonna hear the same rock bands. Like it's gonna be same shit sometimes.
Nah, I can't agree.
I
with
went
that.
to one one time, and I was just like, yo, this is the same shit. I was with this one
love
girl I was
rock.
trying to fuck, and that was what it was. Anyway, that was before I had met my wife.
I love rock. I think that's another thing to go back onto the vacuum theory, where they say people are just sucked into one fucking thing and they don't want to listen to nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't judge people when they don't listen to other things, but like, it was a period of time where I was listening to rap so much and everything was sounding the fucking same. So I was like, bro, I have to listen to
I
something
mean,
different.
that's why I like finding like alternative rappers like Rich Brian, Tyler the Creator, because they definitely go outside of the box when you don't want to listen to that shit anymore.
Yeah, but I don't always want to listen to rap too, though. Like, even with alternative artists like them, I get what you're saying, because like I said earlier, like, those are the artists that sometimes people are still sleeping on. But for what I mean is just that at times I want to hear something sonically totally different.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, because I started listening to like fucking. So I think it was around 2011. I started really experimenting, because then I started listening to like psychedelic bands like Animal Collective, which is a great band if you haven't heard of them. Then it was a band around the time called Metronomy. And then I also had Little B's album that came out that
You
time.
listen to Lil B?
Yeah, I
Thank
love
Bass
Lil B.
God. Thank
Yeah, thank you, Bass God. But yeah, I started listening to other shit. So then I started getting into like fucking Coldplay and like Radiohead, and then I started listening to like 80s shit and 90s shit. Like I listen to a lot of different music, but for me, I have to listen to different music, bro. I can't just listen. I can listen to hip hop all day because of course that's what I grew up on, and I do it all the time. But it's like I have to listen to something different. That's just me. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think people should always open
like-
up their minds
like,
to listen to other music. At
it's-
least give it a try.
Facts. Like I don't just put all the same artists in the same playlist. Like of course I'm gonna put with fucking Playboy Cardi with some El DeBarge. I'm gonna put some Marvin Gaye with some like some Tyler Creator. I'm gonna put some Kendrick Lamar with like some Ashanti. Like it's just I'm gonna mix it up. Like I'm not always gonna listen to the same person. Yeah, I'll bump a little Frank Ocean, who drops an album and disappears for like 4 years between now.
Frank Ocean, who just
He only dropped 2 albums, so we don't know how long he
Yeah.
gonna disappear. To tell you
I
the truth.
mean, to be honest, I was thinking about that too. You get a lot of artists that like they take like 3 years and they fall the fuck off. You got people like Frank Ocean who literally could drop an album and drop it 5 years later and everybody's still anticipating that album. That's great music.
yeah,
That's great music, bro. I just had to throw that.
this means your shit timeless.
Yeah, shit's time.
Not a lot of people got time this shit. You know, they got to stay consistent. And, you know, that's like, I listen to a lot of West Coast rappers, and it's like that because, like, a lot of their shit will sound the same. I can't listen to West Coast rap a lot because a lot of it will sound the same, be the same beats, do the same shit they talking about every single time. I listen to a lot of YG, and, you know, I understand that he has to stay consistent because the shit that he talks about doesn't only has a certain amount of relativity. And if he doesn't stay the most relatively, like, present as he can, that does result in him losing a portion of money. Same with Jay-Z. If Jay-Z and Beyonce don't drop albums every so often, you know, they can't do a tour every so often, and it becomes harder.
About them.
I mean, that's what I
right,
see.
it
They
is.
go by the same factor. The music industry, you know, doesn't leave out anybody. But I think we have we've digressed from the main topic at hand, and that was talking about, you know,
Yeah, we started
people,
talking about
celebrities,
a
and
bunch of
injustice. And I was, you know, I wanted to talk about more like maybe Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, how often has she talked about rights and incarceration ever since she's been in prison?
I don't know. She probably has, but I don't know.
When's the last time you heard Martha Stewart talk about, you know, what she went through in the prison system?
How long ago was that?
Wasn't that long ago. When's the last time you heard somebody or a celebrity who recently got in prison talk about the experiences they had in jail or how terrible it is? Like, there's different spectrums. You don't see a lot of these celebrities talk about the injustice that they're seeing when they face incarceration, or you don't hear a lot of people that go overseas like fucking military.
That was in 2004.
Yeah, she was
I
incarcerated.
think you said it's not that long ago. That's well
Look,
over
man,
a
I'm
decade
40
ago.
fucking 5 years old, man. I don't
Over
fucking
a
know.
decade is kind of long. In,
Man,
like,
get the
our
fuck out my
times.
face, man. You always doing this shit to me. Anyway,
It's facts, though.
Anyway, you don't see like a lot of military people that go overseas talk about the atrocities that they are seeing in other worlds in other countries that they visit. You don't hear them talk about how bad it is or what the people are going through. Did they voice their opinions about how they feel? No, they just talk about freedom and how America should drop some freedom bombs. They don't talk about how we should probably go help these people, give them some infrastructure. Maybe this shit wouldn't be happening. And
think
you're
the
just talking
problem
about
is
fucking
you
celebrities
keep-
fixing everything.
You keep saying people aren't talking about this. The problem is they are talking about it. It's just the
just not-
mainstream is
yeah,
not going to show
we're
it
not
because,
paying attention
like he
to
said, no one. You have to go search
Do
for
the
people
research.
who talk
Nigga,
for that.
That's
Yeah,
literally the
because
top.
it doesn't. If people talk about how this stuff is really bad, it makes it really hard to sell why we need to keep it. So you're not going to see that in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep seeing how bad we are using our prisons, it makes it really hard for prisons to stay around how they are in America. If you keep talking about how we're fucking people up overseas in the mainstream, then and we should be, but they're not going to post it. You got to look for it.
So
But people talk about it a lot, actually. Celebrities, I can't talk about celebrities because they're on the map constantly, and they got to make their money to become celebrities in a way, so they can't always talk about that.
well, we're talking about celebrities.
Well, then you start talking about soldiers, so they're not celebrities
I
unless
get
you're
that.
talking about people in the South.
Yeah, I did kind of digress. But yeah, that's mainly what I'm saying. Like a lot of celebrities that will go through a hardship or face these things. When Meek Mill got out, he talked heavily about the incarceration system and how black people were treated because he had went through the process himself. And beforehand, I know the boy, had mostly talked about street shit and his struggle in the streets, and he didn't really focus on majority more of what a black experience was until he had to face it himself.
Yeah.
He mostly talked about his fucking Audemars.
No, facts.
So I'm not only gonna focus on ASAP Rocky or hip hop artists. I also want to talk about celebrities in general who do voice an opinion. Like I like Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is a very funny person and he is very politically involved.
I didn't know that.
Yes. He voices his opinions when it comes time for elections. He tries his best to show off what we're necessary to do. He used to play a lot of George Bush skits on SNL. He used to be very impractically inclined to voicing his opinion on the political spectrum, just as Jim Carrey is with his art and how he voices his opinion about self-help and mental health.
I've heard more about Jim Carrey's political activism than I have Will Ferrell's, though. But let's look. I want to see this.
Sure.
I'm very curious now.
There's just a level to like how many people do care about their community and want to see it prosper versus how many people who are stuck living in the community and don't have or know how to help it prosper. And it's not like we get the tools to do that, because if we did, we wouldn't be in these situations or bitching about it, because we just don't know. We're not taught that in school, and until somebody teaches us how to be a part and how to help, it's just what it is.
Facts. And I agree. I think it's just, if you don't get the tools, oh shit, my bad. You don't get the tools to acquire this knowledge, then it's like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, now we're in a situation where it's like, it's just up to you. If you see something and something inspires you, are you going to do the research yourself? Because a lot of times they still teaching bullshit in high school. Like, I don't know if they're still teaching about Christopher Columbus. I hope they're not. But if they are, then there's a lot of kids that are aware now because of the internet. They're like, look, that nigga Christopher Columbus ain't smart.
Hey, man, fuck Christopher Columbus and fuck King James and his Bible.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's why religion's splitting us up, but we're not about to get into that.
Fucking dumbass.
I don't know,
guys,
man. Like, it
Well,
looks like he does a lot of funding more than activism.
That's what he
Just
does.
a quick search, like
There's
Jim
different ways
Carrey
you can
does
do it.
activism. Looks like Will Ferrell funds politicians, which, if you're trying to defund this whole bribing your politician things, doesn't really help us anymore.
What?
It looks like, from what I've found on a couple articles, he's been funding. He looks like he's going for political activism to fund a Georgia politician. He voices his views on Trump's education bills. Like, it's, I don't know. It looks like he just does a lot of behind the scenes work than letting people know what's happening.
Sometimes, that's all it has to be.
That's cool, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's not, doesn't, I don't know. It's not full-on activism to help us learn what's happening. Like,
Hey,
it's good if it's
how
if
you
it's
make
for
your
the right
contribution
team,
doesn't need to be
whatever
as
team
large
you
as
want.
you know.
If it's for the right goals or whatever, then it's good. But
As
like,
long as you standing up for something.
That goes back to what
even
we were
if it's for
talking
the wrong
about.
team, he's doing something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
He
That
is
goes
doing
back
something,
to
like you were talking about.
that
That's
goes
what's
right back to
important.
like, what just celebrities don't have to do shit. He's doing something.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
is doing
all that
something.
matters. That's all that matters.
And I don't even care if it's a celebrity that's putting up for the wrong cause. Like Chick-fil-A, they let you know they fund organizations that don't
No, they
stand
tried
for
to
gay
hide it.
rights.
They actually tried to hide it. That was the problem.
They actually try to hide it.
Yes.
What some pussies?
And then it don't matter because you're still gonna get a bunch of gays that gonna be like, I'm going to Chipotle to get that Chipotle sauce with that chicken. So
What do you mean
Was that your
Chipotle?
best in gay?
I mean
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry, you get what I mean. Same shit, bro. Both of those places are overhyped. No, they're definitely not the same thing. I get
shit.
it. I
Yo,
get it.
no, Chipotle at least tastes good.
But, okay. High school don't teach you shit. I had to learn life, taxes by my damn self. If they were teaching kids about taxes and what they actually need to survive the world in high school, I think it would be more
You
beneficial.
know who taught me mostly about financial stability and taxes? I had to learn the hard way. But when I really started learning about taxes and financial stability?
What?
My son Vaz. And I asked him where he learned
Yo,
it. And
Will
he,
Ferrell
and
had
he
a
said
baseball career for a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
YouTube.
That's
He said he
wild.
fucking learned through YouTube and watching Teen Titans. And I was like, what the fuck is Teen Titans? And he stopped talking to me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear
We have a good relationship. It's not like I'm saying it's a bad relationship.
that. But yeah, no, I think for real that's what high school should teach you. Not all this bullshit that you don't need that you don't need. Like
I want to say it's bullshit. I just want to say I don't think I need 12 years to still learn English and history.
shit.
That's the problem. I
Like
mean, history maybe you need some time, but like 12 years for English seems excessive. Then again, you look at most people in America; they're pretty.
I just
Idiot.
Yeah.
if I just had somewhere for
But-
him to go, I wouldn't have put him through school. But like I had work,
I don't know. Like I really don't know. I feel like they're not focusing on a lot of important things. Like home ec should really be a bigger thing in our schools. Like just teaching people how to do basic stuff around.
I think
your
that's
home.
parenting. Parents should teach their fucking kids how to cook. Goddamn it, learn how to fucking cook and teach your goddamn kids.
But no, home ec isn't just cooking. It's learning. It's like fixing stuff. sewing things if you rip stuff, like so you don't have to go buy a whole bunch of new clothes. You
That
can
is
just
true.
quickly sew on a button or something. Like
I did learn
learning how to do
when I
that.
was in
Child
school.
caring. I mean, maybe it's not good to get your child caring lessons from your parents sometimes. You know,
That is true. I
if you
can't.
grew up in a fucked up household, like
I ain't really teach.
it's a lot
you
of
know,
shit like that.
Yeah. Like most of the time,
As you
know,
get
my
older,
fucking
it can
parents,
involve
like,
learning
you
how
know,
to
sit
drive
down.
and shit.
You know, I tell them sit down, stop fucking crying. You know, I don't think I'm the best parent, but you know I do my best. But yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, if I could, if you know, now I mean every parent admits it at one point. Like we all think we did a great job because you know they survived, but like sometimes I just did not know what the fuck to do, and I still don't know what the fuck to do for certain situations. I just don't. And I think to any parents out there is, you know, same. You just sometimes you don't know what the fuck to do. You call your grandparents, or you call your parents, and you ask them some questions. It's just what the fuck it is.
Yeah. No, I do. I think, you know, with a lot of things, you know, parenting is definitely another. You know, parenting just, that comes hand in hand. Nadine, thank you for staying and being a part of the conversation. I really appreciate that so much. Nadine supports quite a lot. If you guys don't know, please follow Nadine Corey. She does discussions as well. And she plays Sims. She plays other things as well, but she mostly plays Sims 4. She builds a lot of houses, does a lot of architecture. So, yeah, please follow her. You
I
following
love
her?
Sims.
Yeah, so I think they following you, Nadine. But she does a lot of discussion about things, too. She's a very, very cool and very, very fucking supportive person. So,
I like to have my perfect life in my Sims.
thank you. But
I
yeah,
have a dog. I got some golf clubs. I go
these,
play golf.
conversations.
My wife she isn't a bitch most of the time.
Nadine Corey, yeah. Yeah. Facts. She shows me a lot of love. Nadine, I just want you to know, all day, girl, it's for you. It's all for you. You probably started laughing when you see me do this. I want to see that smile on your face, girl. But yeah, all this shit that we're talking about is facts. You know, you gotta go back to parenting, to what's being taught in school. So, do you think, asking for you, do you think when you were in school that they taught you stuff that would help you in the long run?
No. Not at all. I didn't stay in school for very long. If I was smarter, or if I was better with my choices, maybe I would have. I mean, not saying I didn't go to school. It's just that I don't think I got the proper education that I could have. Yeah, because I had.
Can we
grown
talk
up-
to the real quick? Because you went through Cambridge programs and shit. So, what school did you learn? A lot of stuff in school that actually helped you in life, or did you have to learn it yourself on the internet? Because legit, you went through Cambridge programs in high school. So was that all bullshit type shit? Like, was it worth it?
So I had when I had first gone to school, I had gone to school in Africa before like my dad was killed by my uncle.
We're not gonna get a real answer, are we?
Wait, are you asking me?
Dude,
asking
you
Baz
went
that.
through
Oh,
a
you
Cambridge
asked-
program in American public schools.
Are you asking me to break
We're
character?
talking about
Yes.
we're actually
Because we
talking about
need
a real thing.
real answers, nigga.
We want to really
Come
know
on.
if like
Take
that
the damn
American
mustache
educational
off.
system is worth it. You went through a Cambridge program. Like, let's see this.
Shit. So you're asking me whether or not the advanced programs and shit that I use in the classes that I took helped me at all?
Yes.
No. Fucking no. School was a
take the
fucking
wig off
prison.
that
It's fucking useless. Everybody knows school is stupid. Unless you're doing something that you actually need to go to school for, school is totally dumb. And most of the time you can just go into a job field and then go to school later to learn the stuff that you need to get a promotion, which I recommend going into a job field and then getting a promotion by going to school later on and taking night classes while you're still working, because that's way more manageable and way less, it's more time efficient for yourself and it's less time consuming, because school at the moment is just something that people use as a get out free when people ask you, hey, what are you doing with your life? Because that's a very stressful question, because that's like the key like question that man has been asking himself for like since the dawn of man. It's like the prime question that this plagues philosophers. What is life? What does a man do with one's life? It's a big fucking question, and school is a definitely get out of jail free card for that question. And that's why a lot of people end up there not knowing what the fuck they're doing, switching majors most of the time, and like fucking partying most of the time. Sometimes it's mostly for kids to get away from their fucking parents and go fuck other kids.
So you're talking about college specifically at the moment.
College
What about
specifically,
grade school?
high school, it's just a place. Public high school is just a place that people send their kids to as a public daycare system, and private school is probably the place where kids learn a lot more. But these kids are well off anyway, and they have parents to learn from, which can actually give them ways in which they can implement what they're learning. But most of the time, you're not going to learn much that you can implement, and learning history is a big factor in like knowing where you're going and knowing a lot of stuff that's happening around you, and it leaves you more inclined to understand the situations at hand, like gentrification or why things are as fucked up as they are. History is very pivotal. Learning science is very necessary, but as to how far can they take you in life, can they help you in life, due to the standards of living in the state of America, no. No amount of knowledge that you're going to obtain from school is going to help you be successful unless you're going into the job field that you want.
Facts.
Can I go back in character?
I kind of like this fast.
I kind of feel naked.
I like this fast.
Oh God.
She said facts. Can we keep this fast for the rest of the show, please?
Fine, whatever.
Thank you. God damn. Guys, my homie's here. Vaz is here.
I like the Viking you more.
I can't bring him out. He comes out every now and then, but Vay, Dre, a couple other people know Ragnarok. I can't lie. I was doing that voice. Well, no, I brought Ragnarok on PlayStation 4, and I did it the whole night for like 2
I
hours.
was going to say, you definitely should just play Monster Hunter as him.
I did.
Yeah.
I definitely did. And that's exactly what we were doing. I was playing Monster Hunter as him, and I was doing that. He was out there for 2 whole hours, and everybody was like, "You got to get your voice hoarse." I'm like, "It's not me though." Came back the next day. "What's up, guys? How's your voice not wrecked?" I'm like, "Bro, it's not me." Y'all don't understand. It's Ragnarok.
When you do a voice, like after you come out of character, like it's just gone.
Yeah.
Like you don't get trapped in it. It's just gone.
You can't get trapped in these characters. That's a real thing too. Like,
Oh, Heath
especially-
Ledger definitely like
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Especially in like Hollywood and acting, like people who sometimes get lost in their characters. Like method acting is dangerous. It is a dangerous fucking thing, bro. Like I don't know some movies that I would. I gotta bring up the list. Give me a second.
Okay, while you bring up the list, I got a quick, I got maybe 1 or 2 stories on method actors. I've been on a couple sets. Well, I mean, I've been on more than a couple sets of like really legit method actor type people, and I'm just kind of like, one of the weirdest ones was it was like a sad story where like the actress or whatever, she was playing the mother of the daughter that died, and her best friend was coming over to like pick up some stuff for like memories of her best friend who's now dead because the mom had no reason to have it or whatever. And so it was an all-day shoot, and she was just always walking around the house kind of like crying and looking sad and shit, and none of us really knew what to do because we're still kind of college students at this moment, and she's just very sad moving all around the set and house, and we're just kind of like, oh gosh, that's just so weird to me, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
different.
fuck with that.
It's different. Like it definitely is a different thing because you have to be comfortable in that situation. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you
like
got-
I feel like I don't think they realize a lot of times they make other people uncomfortable.
they don't care.
Or like how Jim Carrey, you remember? Did you see the documentary where he was playing that one dude and he was just an
Cable
asshole
Guy?
the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like no, like at that when you get to that Jim Carrey level of it, like he was just an asshole. Like there's no excuse. Fuck your method acting. You're being an asshole, man. Yeah. But then a lot of method actors, I don't think they really understand. Like you can make a lot of people uncomfortable when you just start, because it's like how we just had to get him to take off his stupid wig real quick and talk about his school experiences as fucking himself. Like sometimes people just want to be able to talk to you for a second and not this bullshit wall you're putting in front of people because you want to prove something or whatever.
Yeah. No, I think like some movies that are like crazy with method actors is Adrian Brody in The Pianist. He dropped 30 pounds in order to portray a Holocaust survivor, and actually learned to play the piano, practicing 4 hours a day. After that, most actors would have called it a day. Instead, Brody decided he needed to feel as lost as his character did after he was forced out of life he knew. He said he gave up his apartment, he sold his car, he disconnected the phones and left. He took 2 bags and a keyboard, moved to Europe, and literally like lived in a house.
Wait, okay, so this was how many months was this before filming? I'm assuming
I
this
don't
is
know.
like prep work or something.
I don't know. I think this was prep work. I think this was prep work and also on while he was actually filming. He was doing like he stayed in.
When did they
character.
shoot this film?
This movie came out in 2002.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
It's
would
a
have been
great
so
movie, though.
pissed off if I was the producers. Like, hold up, you're just getting rid of all your phones and moving to Europe. Yeah, I gotta get ready for this character. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
What if we need to contact you?
Yeah, method acting is a thing.
Like,
what's
what
another
the
one?
fuck? So I know you have the date. I promise you I'll be home at this date. It's like, oh my gosh, what if we want to? What if we have complete script changes and we need to contact you about what you need to relearn or whatever? Like, I don't know. I assume he kept in contact. Otherwise, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, of course. The cast of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Jack Nicholson, 1975. They all stayed at the psychiatric ward, interacting with real patients and undergoing group therapy sessions. Another one is Christian Bale in The Mechanist, 2004, where he literally was a fucking skeleton. The dude was 6 feet and dropped 60 pounds to play a severe insomniac in a psychological thriller. The 6 weeks gained it
I
all
remember
back
that.
for
He
his
looked real bad
role.
because didn't he like
Yeah.
right after that start getting ready to start shooting Batman?
Yeah,
So he had to like
literally
gain it.
got right back in.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they suggested that Bell may not have gone to such extreme lengths, taking the time to alter the script or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, he did a lot of major weight loss for that role, bro. So method acting is definitely the thing about Christian Bale. I think he doesn't get enough recognition. I think he does because I watched him in the Dick
you think-
Cheney movie,
do you
and he
think,
was fat.
Do you think Heath Ledger had some pressure from what Christian Bale had did in that, and he was like, okay, I'm going up against this other great actor. Maybe I should try this method of acting myself.
I think he more so did it because of like who the character was, and also Jack Nicholson's interpretation in the other movie. Because Jack Nicholson's interpretation of him was more comedic, but what was a great Joker, if I say so. But Heath really went into details as far as like not sleeping, taking pills and medicines for it. Sitting in dark places, talking to himself for hours. Like what he was doing was not healthy, but I think he was also getting in the mind of the actual comic book character as well, because the Joker is a fucked up character.
Individual.
And it not to mention he being mentally unstable and to start off with. Yeah. So like it all just kind of comes into the details of him really taking the character that seriously. And yeah, method acting can get crazy because like even Jake Gyllenhaal was talking about method acting. I don't know if you've seen The Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
That movie's a fucked
That
up
shit's
weird
Yo,
movie.
guess so. I was browsing like Hulu or Netflix the other night, looking at all their reality TV shows, and they have a Nightcrawler type reality show. Like it's a show that's documenting the people who get the footage that then sell it to the news stations. It's a whole reality show documenting that. And all that I was thinking about was like, how wild must that be to like be a first responder and see like two sets of camera crews roll up, one to document what you're doing and another one to document the other people documenting what you're doing.
Yeah.
On this already moment where probably someone just got decapitated in a car crash for all we know. Like,
My
what
phone.
the fuck?
My phone has died.
World stuff. But
My
yeah,
phone
no,
has died.
straight
and,
facts. Yeah, like it's facts.
I
bro.
I am completely unaware of anything happening in the chat room.
I'm almost done with this, so I can just.
So, but anyway, guys, this is my devil so far.
I'm not even done.
point him down from the ceiling.
Okay, this is my devil so far. That's it. That's as far as I'm going. I am not the best painter at all. I am not good at that
I
shit.
haven't been done painting. I'm almost done.
The drawing looks great. The painter's gonna destroy it. I'm gonna just let you know that.
Yeah, no, I'm hit.
Nope. Dude, we're already at 2 hours in almost.
Damn, I was really into the conversation.
If there's one thing I'm proud about this drawing, it is definitely the dark wing right here. That is the best shading or blending I have done so far out of any paintings. I'm gonna be dead honest.
I suck at painting, bro. I
suck at
really
painting.
suck.
I've been trying to get good.
I'm
at
good
it.
at drawing.
What's up with the
Like
light half of it?
the drawing, I'm okay.
That's Satan.
But yeah, Satan.
Because
On the
Satan
left
has
side?
he has some many depictions. He's an angel, but people also portray him as this because it's a lot cooler. So it's like I didn't
I
want
don't
to shy away
believe
from that.
Heath Ledger was affected by the Joker character. His death was after Batman during the Dr. Parnassus movie. Yeah, I mean, I do think he was affected by Batman. I think like he was already mentally unstable, but I just don't think that made it any better.
I feel you.
If I remember, I think a lot of people just associated it to Batman because I think they had to do reshoots, and was dead when they needed to do reshoots, so they had to recast another Joker for the reshoots. I think
Really?
that's what it was. Because I think it was the big if I remember correctly, I think it's that big hospital scene. I think that's the one where like the Joker looks a little different in. And I think that was their reshoot ones because I think there was like a big explosive pyrotechnic scene, so they probably shot that either last or had to redo something with it. I don't know though.
I thought they said that he did that scene.
He might have did. I don't know. I if this guy's saying though it was after Batman, people are tying that
'Cause he
they
did
needed
have
to
another-
recast the Joker for Batman, so it probably was for just reshoots.
Because they did have another movie after that. I forgot what that movie was, but the movie he's talking about. But yeah, man. Mental health is serious. Take it serious, guys. Method acting can be dangerous. More so the fact because, you know, you're bringing a character that's not you home.
The reason why I take mental health more serious than I used to is like after the death of Mac Miller, his whole entire album was all about, you know, taking your mental health very seriously and like keeping yourself in a good state of mind, or it can lead to very destructive decisions.
Facts. What do you guys do to decompress?
What does
Anybody in
decompress
the
mean?
chat? Like just kind of step away off the grid.
Oh,
I had to do that yesterday.
I literally just don't go on social medias. If I'm gonna be home or something, I throw my phone somewhere, or I even put it on airplane mode sometimes. Honestly, just so I don't have to connect with anyone. And then I just watch movies or something, play video games. I go like walking for hours in the woods and just listen to music or podcasts or just random shit.
What about you?
Mine so doesn't really draw from social media, so I'll try something like doing something out of the norm, something I'm not used to, something like I haven't done in a while, or I'll just relax by using like my usual substances and just play a video game or something that has like a dopamine release or something.
Do you think that playing video games is an escape for a good cause?
Depends what you're playing. Because there are some video games that stress me the fuck out, and I don't like playing those. And then I'll just go to like something easier that I get a good dopamine release for. And
what's a stressful game?
so it'll be something that just makes me like something that just like tells you what to fucking do 24/7, or it wants you to do something very rigorous that just like I'm just running around in circles because this is how you guys wanted to increase the gameplay time, but you're not really getting me involved in the game.
Just like that one game
You're
you
just
are
making
playing.
me do a bunch of shit.
That one where you were like the very small one you were playing the first time you started streaming with the little white bunny or some shit. It was like
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Sus
wanted
or
me to
something.
go places and they wanted me to do shit, but like it wasn't making it easy for me to get to these places. It was
They
kind of
weren't
like,
making you run in circles though. What you're describing is like Assassin's Creed game.
yeah,
With
I'm
you just
describing Assassin's Creed.
make the map OD kind of big, and then you just kind of do the same.
And go through the same areas. a
Yeah,
bunch of
Far
times.
Cry does that a lot, where it's like every fucking mission activity.
It's like,
is
yeah,
pretty
you
much
can have
the
these
same
big
thing.
ass maps, and yeah, I get you're trying to increase gameplay hours.
Once you beat it, it's just like
Yeah.
at least now on the new ones.
But it's just like it's it stresses me the fuck out. Is because it's like I've been here before. I don't want to do this again. And all you did
But
was just
the
up
game
the
Rex is describing. Every location was different, and you actually had to get through it faster and faster as you advanced. So
That one was stressing me out because like it
actually was a
required too
challenge.
much. It required too.
You see, Michael J.
And there was no reward for it. It's like, what's the fucking reward that I'm getting for this?
But it's definitely dangerous because people are living a life.
There's no reward in
outside
any
of
video
themselves.
game.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit. Super. Peggle.
It's
What's
the
Peggle?
challenge of doing it and fun of seeing what the story is.
I like Cuphead because I get like a bigger dopamine release when I beat
That
something.
game was-
That game has such a hard difficulty that when you do beat something, it's like, yes, fucking yes, I did it. But other games, it's like,
But you gave up before you could beat the other games, so you never know.
I didn't give
You're
up.
gonna
We just didn't have time to keep playing. I would love to keep
Well,
playing.
no,
though.
because you've been here before and have not wanted to play it again.
I just
You've acknowledged you
I
don't
have-
want
Maybe
to.
you just don't.
I
wanna
just have
know.
interest like at certain times. I would actually love to play the game again, but like I just don't have like the amount of time in the day where I could be working on something else, and I know that nags at the back of my head.
You can't say you don't have the time.
Last week you
Last
played
time
Civ for like
Civ
5
with
hours, my
yeah,
guy.
But I hadn't played Civ in like such a long time. Like the last time I played Civ was probably like a year ago, and I just wanted to play again.
Wasn't a year ago, but yeah.
Because you just were talking about your people. Stop it. It's just a game that does not intrigue you. This just doesn't.
I don't play Civ that often though.
Well, that's cool. But no, we're just saying that you said you didn't have time, and it's like we just watched you play Civ.
I was very interested in playing again.
Oh, by the way, thank you for coming into the chat last night. Me and Dre's chat. That was funny.
Oh yeah, yo, y'all was blowing that.
Oh shit, my bad.
Y'all were blowing that man back out.
Bro, chill.
Yo,
You
they
have
was
to
blowing
pause
this
yourself.
man back out.
It was a monster.
There was this big
okay?
black nigga and they was fucking him up, blowing his back out,
It
bro.
was a
I swear to
monster.
God, they blew that nigga back out.
I ain't blowing
They showed him
nobody
a
back
pamphlet. He fell on his knees.
out. We
when he
didn't
when he
show
saw the-
him a pamphlet.
My man pulled out the pamphlet. The thing dropped to his knees, and then y'all blew his back out.
That is not how it went
It's
down.
exactly how that.
I will
what I
pull
saw
the
on the
footage
stream.
up.
I
No,
saw-
shut the fuck up,
So
Aaron.
what's his face?
Shut the
pull out
fuck
the
up.
pamphlet once Vaz told him to
Aaron,
pull out
shut
the
the fuck
pamphlet.
up. That's not what happened.
And the thing was on the ground, and then y'all jumped on its back and started whacking it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all blew that man back out, didn't y'all?
Y'all crazy. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all tripping.
Yo, you gotta watch more of Rex's streams because
I'll be wilding.
he be blowing backs out.
Shut the fuck up. I do what I can, but I don't do that.
Oh shit. So what's your final verdict? Do you really think celebrities should have a voice, or like if they're in that field, do you really think
What
that-
the fuck? Like, nigga,
I feel
what?
like we answered this like
answered
40
that.
minutes ago.
No,
I'm
I
not
feel
done, nigga. I need to finish my painting first, okay?
I understand, but I'm just asking, like, what was your final verdict? Do you think like there should be a little bit of involvement, or because I feel like the conversation went
I
on
swear we
longer
did
every
answer that. That's nasty sounding. Yeah, that was
I'm on
nasty
a lot of
sounding.
drugs, bro.
Bro, no, you're not.
In
Shut
my
up.
head, my head releases a lot of drugs that I guess normal people don't get. I have like
Wow,
a
you're
natural high.
abnormal. We should go and start studying you more then.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Oh, okay, so then I guess you're not abnormal.
Yeah, otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Fuck
Damn.
you guys.
Hey, man, you know you don't mean that in your little heart.
Okay.
Your little vast heart.
Okay. Well, what was the final verdict? I'm kind of lost.
Bruh, do you be smoking?
I
How
believe
is
the
it I
final
smoke
verdict
before-
we came to was celebrities can 100% be for a political cause, like if they're doing it though, like if they're showing that they are out there, you know, raising awareness or putting money into something, or even when they're not, like even if like how you had fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, he became a goddamn governor. Like, so if you're doing shit to take part in it, then fuck yeah. But if you're just gonna like do your art and then say some shit real quick and then continue doing your art and you're not actually contributing into it, you're just kind of saying shit, maybe don't say shit.
Just keep it to
Especially if your art very much is not going into the style. Like if you're a political cartoonist and then you talk about political stuff but you're not a full activist, or like you're not fully involved, all right, that makes sense. But if you're making weird pop music about shaking your ass and eating tits and whatever the fuck, then it's like,
tits.
yeah,
I hope
eating them,
nobody
yo.
eat tits.
Eating them.
I eat tits.
Yeah, man, give good nibbles. And then maybe don't talk about saving
You
children.
never had tits before?
No, bro.
You can look it up. They're actually a British snack. You can get tits and tax.
I should probably hit
Tit
up
for
Deez
tat.
for that because Deez will probably tell me.
Yeah. I mean, you can look it up. You can just Google tits.
A lot of people just use it for a roll up. I see Aaron. That's how I felt with people in mental health issues. A lot of people. Just
Oh
use
yeah,
it for
like
a
they just
roll-up.
speak about them, but they don't really
Yeah,
contribute to
engage,
trying to
yeah.
help out or anything. Yeah, that can
That's
get
why
really
I
annoying.
hate the
Yeah,
internet because like you'll always see like some random bitch bitching about like anxiety or depression. It's like, okay, but what you gonna do about it?
Oh God. Fast.
Yeah, like stop bitching. Do something about it. What are you gonna do about it? What are you trying today that's like helping with it?
True.
Like you just come in here, you always bitch about the same problem. Like go find a solution. Like life isn't always about posting your problems. About maybe look for an option or maybe look for a way out or tell us what you're doing differently today. Maybe you're feeling better. I don't know. What did you do to feel better? Like give us a little emphasis.
It's not that simple though.
I mean, just give us a little emphasis. Like it doesn't always.
it's
have to be,
it's never that
you're
simple,
drowning-
but
you're
it's
pulling
more of just
yourself
like
into a hole most of the time. Like if you're not looking for, and I get like sometimes like you want to tell like, hey, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not gonna be on here today. That's understandable, but not understandable is yo, sad boy hours. I'm super sad boy right now, or like. Damn, I'm so sad, but I look pretty. Like I don't fucking
No,
know
I hate
what that
when
does.
women like
I don't know
they
what the fuck that
fish
does
for
for you.
they fish for
They
like,
fish for fucking reactions, but it's like the reaction's not going to dig you out of an emotional pit. It's not going to help your anxiety, and it's not going to help us understand what people with depression or anxiety are going through. You're just using it as an attention grab.
That I hate. That I will say I hate. I hate when people do that. To use it, you try to use depression as a fucking.
By the way, I feel like isn't it a little bit of like counterproductive for someone with anxiety to start going on social media and talking about their anxiety?
Because it's a fucking attention grab. They're attention whores, man.
Well, I don't want to say they don't have it, but I'm just like I feel like
I
if
mean,
you had
probably
anxiety,
they
wouldn't
do.
having a bunch of people watching you have a mental problem be anxiety inducing? I don't know how anxiety works for a lot of people, but I feel like
some people's
I would
anxiety
be thinking
probably
about that like crazy,
works
like
different.
oh shit.
Like I was talking to someone and they had anxiety about some bullshit, but it was like some relationship type shit. And in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, relationships really give you anxiety. But
Yeah,
then
they
like, you
do.
know, you can't like, you know what I mean? I can't judge them because it's like people go through bullshit. Like, you know, some women may go through an abusive relationship and they got anxiety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He
you
just
don't
said
know.
triggers some people. So I guess
Yeah,
talking
it's
on
different
social media
triggers. Yeah,
makes sense.
exactly.
Yeah,
Different
but-
people have different triggers of what they do.
Yeah.
What I don't like, I just don't like when people try to use it as a fucking hashtag or a fad. You can go fuck yourself, literally, because I don't like that shit. Because for a guy that deals with depression, I would say at times that I get on the internet a little too much, and I may start venting, and it's not safe for me, and,
give
and
an
it looks
example,
stupid.
Chris?
Like, I'll get on there and be like, damn, like, I'm like, fuck, I'm jobless. Like, you know, my mom's not talking to me, shit like that. I know what I need to do to get a job, obviously. So, like, if I know I'm about to say some stupid shit, now I'm a lot better, and you may see it every now and then, but like, I'm trying to work on it to be a lot better about it instead of just going straight on there, because it's like, at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean by hashtag? Like them just writing like a negative little paragraph and then
you let
ending.
people know what you're going through, but also you also say something along the lines of like I'm looking for this route, or like
Yeah.
you have like a plan in mind.
I appreciate that, man. But nah, yeah, like, so what I mean is like motherfuckers that's just on, like he said, you're just using it as a fad. It's more so just like, oh, depression. If you like, I'm depressed
like,
as
hey,
fuck.
man,
I'm
turn
pretty
up. If
as
you got
fuck,
mental
but I'm
illness,
depressed.
turn up. Let's go
like
have a
you
mental
have
illness
like
party.
in your
Yeah.
bio like depressed, like
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, okay, yeah.
You're not
Okay.
depressed
Probably
24/7.
just putting it
Yeah,
out
like
there, yeah.
I get it,
Like
but
to
you're
have hashtags
yeah,
like,
like-
Monday, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
depressed.
be like,
blah,
oh, I would holler and talk to this girl,
Yeah.
but man, I'm depressed as fuck. And then, but like, it's like, okay, it's funny, but then you keep doing it, and we like, oh, I'm depressed as fuck. Like, damn, yeah, I'm ugly because I'm depressed. Or I want to holler at this chick. I'm depressed. Like, it's like, bro, I've seen so
'Cause
much
I got
shit on
depression,
Twitter,
like,
and it's
you-
like,
you
it's like, bro, why are you using depression as like something to a scapegoat for some bullshit? Like, there's a lot of girls that like do modeling, and they try to use depression on that shit. Like, oh, I'm a sad girl. Like, bitch, you look good. Stop. You
I'm
look good.
probably gonna make a very ignorant comparison
not
real
even
quick,
just that,
but
it's
it's
just
the
like-
best way I can kind of compare what you're saying right now. It sounds like people who use their zodiac signs for why they act a certain way. Like, oh, I got this because I'm depressed, or
Oh,
I can't do this because
oh,
I'm
like,
depressed.
sorry.
or
That's
not
I'm
ignorant.
this because I'm a
That's not
Cancer.
ignorant.
Sorry, I fucked your wife
Like-
and stole your dog. I'm a Capri
I know it's
Sun.
gonna be a
Like,
stupid
I get it.
comparison,
Like,
but
this is
I'm
so-
sorry for fucking your life up and stealing your social security and fucking up your 401k. I'm a broom.
you know.
He said, actually, I'm not a horse.
I'm a broom.
She said,
Acid
oh my
Diane?
God.
I'm surprised. Like, nigga, what? But nah, what are they saying in the chat? Yeah, my ass in therapy trying to get myself right, and some dumbass on the internet say, look at my tits, anxiety. Yeah, real shit. Like, there's this one chick, I wish I knew what her at was, but she literally, like, I have no problem with women living their lives and, like, being naked, but it's a difference when you want attention for trying to be naked on the internet. Like, it's a chick
Like
that
a
had her.
progressive preacher. I don't mind women living their life and being naked.
I don't,
but
but
when you
I
do
must
it against
say,
God.
against God, I will say, God don't like that. But you can hit me up in the pulpit. Yeah, so
I don't want to give you my tithe.
like I was saying,
don't
fucking
trust you.
for real. It's just I don't like that
You ever
shit.
see cashews like this? It got a little pee hole in it.
Ew,
It got a
bro.
little pee hole in it.
Why'd
see
you
the
have
cashew?
to?
It got a little
Okay.
pee hole.
All right.
You see that? That cashew start peeing. We got a problem.
Okay.
Oh, what if the cashew nut? It's already
Cashew nut oil?
exactly.
we could make pussy pop.
What it?
It's 3:25. Jesus Christ.
Do today.
I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done.
No, it's never too late.
Um,
It takes 2 hours for the dough to rise.
never too late to stop. Yeah, but
I'm gonna
no.
deep fry it this time because the air fryer just seems too hard.
But yeah, man, I just don't like when people try to use that shit as an attention grabber. You're a
I
jackass.
don't like
you
when
do
people
that.
try to use like religions as an attention grabber either. Anything
Yeah.
as an attention grabber, I just don't like when people.
Everyone has different perspectives, but
I don't like
I
when
don't
people
judge.
justify their actions on religion. I would say.
I don't like that
I
either.
don't like that shit.
I beat that nigga ass because I'm Christian. God told
if you
me to
ain't
do
a
it.
Christian, I'm gonna shoot you on the face, and that's on God,
Yeah,
bro. I
that's
feel
on
like we're
God.
just referencing all the Zach vibes. This is fucking problem.
That's God, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I beat
Shout out
the.
to people
I
who
robbed
make
that store
movies.
because I did it for God. I gave that money to the homeless. I'm like, did you really, nigga? You got a Supreme
And I'm
shirt
on,
on.
I'm on steal my mom's old Chevy or something. What do you say?
He said,
'Cause I
I'm
got depression.
gonna rob my mom and spend it on an old Chevy.
Because I got
So
depression.
I got depression.
Like, yeah, like that's basically the fucking internet at the moment. I didn't even realize that his whole entire thing was basically a social commentary.
Bro, I sent you his Twitter a long time ago, and at
Nah,
first you were just kind of like,
I did. I took it. Like, I followed him immediately, and I like every single tweet that he has. And most of his shit is very funny. And it does go into the political stream a lot, and it's hilarious when he actually pisses people off.
Oh, he don't
And they
give a
block
fuck.
him on Twitter, and his Twitter account gets fucking disabled for it, and then he gets it right back because he didn't violate anything. He's a
Exactly.
fucking comedian. What are you gonna do? He's a
trolling.
fucking comedian.
The nut nuts all up in your mouth. Oh nah, super wet, nigga.
The nuts in my stomach, because that's where they end up.
Okay, yeah, y'all niggas. Y'all niggas
That was a
tripping.
peanut. They actually.
The
Yeah,
Huffington
that's
Post.
peanut
Lil Nas X Old Town Road breaks Billboard records for longest #1 in history. I don't believe that for
No,
some
that's
reason,
facts.
but is that
That's
true?
facts.
No, that's true.
God damn, how many months?
No, he was on for 15 weeks.
15 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what?
So,
he has
30
one more remix. He has one
about
more remix.
almost 3 or 4 months.
He just dropped one with like Korean dudes, BTS.
That's wild.
No, he
Why do,
didn't.
Yes, he did.
why do I feel
No,
like
he
that
didn't.
would have?
Yes, he did.
No,
Who
he
was
didn't.
the last one? Was it
He
Michael
did.
Jackson or
Both
who,
my
who
phones are
beat
dead.
Mike-
I
who was-
forgot.
Who did he
I think
beat?
it was actually Justin Bieber or somebody.
Oh
or some
yeah,
shit.
Justin Bieber in 1995's "One Sweet Day" by Boys and Two Men.
You are telling me that he really just dropped this song with BTS?
Yeah, or at least he probably
the
either he
So-
dropped
oh,
it.
The
or
previous
he,
record holder though was Despacio by Daddy Yankee and Louis Fonsi.
Despacito.
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 Yeah, I every time I see that, I want to say
Puerto
pistachio.
Bro, I need to know. Does your phone still work?
Mhm. I'm looking at the chat though.
Yeah, that's right. Man, fuck. I really need to look up if he did a fucking remix
I think either
with, like,
he
BTS.
dropped it or he hold on, let me see.
Lil Nas X. Did he really do a remix with BTS? Because BTS is the biggest thing in Korea. No,
No,
BTS. BTS is the biggest pop girl band in fucking all of Korea.
That's a guy band. Blackpink is the
BTS and Lil Nas Soul Town.
you fucking
What?
up, bro.
Video 4 days ago.
Yeah, you fucking up.
Are you?
You think about Blackpink?
Turn on that TV. We can pull it up. Turn on that
Hey Panini, don't you be a mini.
Hold the fuck up.
I thought you wanted me to
blow up. Why you trying to keep me teeny, huh?
I thought
I don't know if I'm gonna be allowed to pull this up.
this
Might get pulled out if we have it on.
Life.
Okay, here we go.
I thought you wanted me to
I
die.
think we're connected.
You
Life.
lied. I forgot the next part after that.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, when you said.
Trying to.
I just know, say to me what
Okay, there
you
we go.
want from me.
So he really has a fucking.
Okay, Donna, you
Wait,
see that?
BTS
Donna,
is a
you're
boy
good.
band?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Blackpink is the female Korean band.
Are you serious?
And I only know that because of Coachella this year.
I was gonna buy their shirt at Hot
Look at
Topic.
take the remote just in case it's not loud enough.
Okay.
What's up, Mona?
All right,
What's up, Lisa? You know your name, Lisa? This ain't the real thing. This ain't
This isn't the real one? This is fake?
not the video.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, this is it just a song though?
I think it's a
No,
song.
no. We got a music video coming up. It's a weird music video clipped in with his music video, apparently.
Oh fuck! I fucked his teeth up, guy.
Wait, BTS is a boy band.
Yes, nigga.
This
I
is my
just
niece. This is my niece.
Yeah.
My niece
Oh.
is watching them.
Is this it though?
no.
This is some weird collaboration song. Put together.
Yeah.
This was uploaded like 4 days ago. What is this though? Listen and download the Soul Town remix. I just want to see the remix, my guy.
I don't think this is real.
Oh, he doesn't come into the chorus until like the all Nas's first verse.
I really don't want to hear the song, bro. I'm tired of the song, bro.
No, of course.
Watch me lose all our viewers.
No,
You want more viewers, but you all right.
All right, Aaron, I can't do this. We don't heard this song. Everybody's heard this song. Yeah, please. All right.
Let's see if this dude's part comes up. This should be this guy's part now, I think.
We got 12 viewers.
No. Where's the other dude come in?
Probably right here.
If he never comes up, this is very disappointing. He's not coming in. Fuck this. We're getting out of here. Turn off the TV. This was a waste.
Yeah, turn it off.
I hate misinformation.
I think so. That probably was fake.
So
I'm sorry, Stream.
My niece is watching a boy band,
Yes, bro.
and
There was a link to it, but
so
like
is BTS the same people that copy Cardi?
I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
I'm really confused
No.
on who the BTS. I thought it
I
was
don't
Like I
know
said,
who
I think
BTS
it's no. Blackpink is the girl band, the Korean girl band.
So that's the ones I was about to buy the shirt from Hot Topic.
Probably
Their
nigga.
shirts are hot. I ain't gonna lie.
know.
I want to buy that shit. All right, they got some dope ass shirts. Blackpink is actually really popping.
They are.
Their shirts
I
pop.
didn't realize how much they were actually popping until I saw them at Coachella, and then they were on the James Corden show, and then they were on like other shit.
Huh.
I was surprised they were doing their thing, man.
You know, Korean music didn't start popping until they started taking it from hip hop and adding those 808s.
Yep.
Which
It
is
didn't
crazy.
start popping until recently, bro. That's why I said I love the internet because Coachella was very diverse this year.
Like even trap music, Latin trap didn't start popping until they took from trap music. That shit was crazy.
man, a lot of
Their
shit.
music videos nuts.
Yeah, bro. Korean videos are like the best because that's where all the production is,
Yeah.
and it's cheap production,
Just like Bollywood.
just like fucking Bollywood and T Series.
That was interesting.
Dude, does T Series still have more subscribers than PewDiePie, or did PewDiePie win again?
PewDiePie? Did
Yeah.
you just say PewDiePie?
Yeah, PewDiePie.
Like fucking Pootie Cat?
PewDiePie.
Like Pootie Tang.
It's PewDiePie. What's up, bros? Rhymes. How do you pronounce it?
I don't fucking know. PewDiePie?
We losing all of our viewers.
I mean, they watch PewDiePie. I
don't
like watching
think- I
them
don't
read
think any of
memes. I
them-
like watching when he does memes. My little
fuck
sister
you.
watches them.
PewDiePie is at 98 million subscribers, and T-Series is at 1,000,006 subscribers.
That's crazy.
So T-Series has beat PewDiePie,
Tremendously.
finally. I guess, at some point.
If you're watching this, all
But then again, PewDiePie is just like one guy with probably a small team, and T-Series is a whole network at this point. So that's also like,
If
the
you're-
fact that he's that close to a network is like, yeah.
if you're watching this, tell all your friends subscribe to PewDiePie.
No. If you're watching this, tell
Follow
your
us.
friends just to follow fucking this channel. The fuck, nigga?
So all your friends to follow us. Fuck PewDiePie.
What,
He's
did you-
got enough.
Hey man, you know how I am. You could have had Sir Hazington, but you chose to put me on the show.
Yeah, I did, and I thought you were gonna do better.
You thought wrong.
And when
Oh,
you,
someone just sent us a link to his verse.
and when you don't hit 50,
Hold up,
don't
someone
be,
just sent us a link to his
don't
verse.
be
We can probably
looking-
hear it now.
Look at me,
The link
stupid.
opens up. It won't
I
open
knew
up.
I wasn't cut out for this shit. That's why I fucking Sir Hazington do it.
God damn it.
I know what the fuck I'm cut out for and when I'm not. I excel in ratchet shit, music, and drawing. Look, if we can just like, if I can charge my phone and I'll pull up my Spotify.
Is this him?
No,
Who the fuck is this? Why
just turn it off. Look, bro. If I can just pull up my Spotify,
That's the link someone sent me.
I'm gonna charge
Be
my
careful with the songs you play, because it does like it will mute it.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
phone. Whole thing.
It's OD. It's OD with their copyright. They don't even let you just like cut that part out.
At least they don't like block your whole video though, like fucking YouTube does.
I mean, this is YouTube. You can just cut stuff out though. And they take all your audio out. That doesn't help anything. That podcast.
Is there anything else that anybody in the stream would like us to discuss? We're kind of gonna be doing this for another 30
Yeah, he
minutes.
sent me the link to the one I already pulled up, which doesn't help anything.
If anybody's interested in dropping another discussion topic, we talked about Dragon Ball Z. We talked about some injustice shit and like celebrity shit and incarceration. Talked about some music for a while, and you know the relationships to new school and old school hip hop. I personally don't care. I listen to it all. We talked about Martha Stewart, I think. We talked about some method acting. I think that was briefly like everything we touched upon, right?
Yep. See, I was doing good on the face, but I fucked up on this shirt. But it's all good.
It's hard to blend. Blending is fucking hard.
It is hard.
That's why I respect.
Bob Ross made that shit look so easy.
I respect women who can do what they do with makeup because that shit is tough, and that's why a lot of women are the best painters.
Satan.
It's looking nice though. I fuck with it.
Women are really good painters because they know how to fucking blend.
Okay, T-Series only had subs because Indians overpopulate. I'm brown. Relax. That and all the music videos are like soft porn. You like that shit though, girl.
Wait, all their music videos are like soft porn?
I guess.
Let's pull up some T-Series videos without the sound.
All right, mute the TV. Let's go pull up some T-Series.
Let's pull up some T-Series.
All right,
T-Series videos
I'm
and
done
see if it's all
painting.
like soft porn.
Maybe this will be the last thing, so I can get back.
Have you
We're
ever watched
looking for
T-Series?
their YouTube
No,
videos.
don't even know what T-Series is.
I don't even know what T-Series is.
Yeah, I don't know what T-Series is.
I just found out
Never
it was
heard of
on.
them.
Yeah, we have. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Okay.
What?
I'm trying to find one real quick. We have Sip Sip. I think this is a music video.
So, Indians do vastly overpopulate.
He said you like that shit, girl. She probably do like that shit. Knowing,
What shit?
knowing,
BTS?
knowing,
Okay.
Curry.
We got Yo Yo Honey. I think this is a music video.
BTS?
Hey man, I just want to shout out Curry, man.
Okay, you ready?
Aisha Curry?
Nah, my homie Curry. That's my
Shout out
ni-
to Curry.
that's my
G.
nigga.
That's my G right
That's
there.
my nig.
Slime for
Fuck
life.
with you.
I don't even know Curry like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, nah, fuck with Curry. Look at Dale Bar and Saki Saki. Saki Saki.
Dill Barnes Saki Saki it is. It sounds like, you know,
So it's T-Series. What are we checking?
Dill Barnes Saki Saki.
All right, I'm done with this.
I like it. I like it a lot.
This shit's weird.
If you would like to purchase these Satan paintings, you can. They are selling for $10, and they will go to our fund to get us some more stuff that we need for production.
Wow. Okay.
Or
Rex, my boy.
if it's Sir Hazington, then it'll probably go to Chocolate Milk or some other crazy shit that he wants to do. But if it's me, it's going to production.
Once ever this YouTube thing loads up.
Fine.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Hit a button on the
Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. I'm riding on a horse.
Old Town Road, I'm gonna ride till I can't
They
no
don't want to
more.
go to the TV. Okay.
I got
Are we pulling it up, guys? Give us a second.
and no horses or a cage. Daddy little man, wanna bang another man. You can whip your Porsche, I'ma whip my horse.
Whoa.
Tell it run faster while I beat it with my Porsche. Yeah, I'm racing my horse with a 60 mile per hour.
Sorry,
straight Porsche.
mods. No, you're good. Oh yeah, I need to set up your moderation.
Yo, Judge.
You just don't know.
How the
I
fuck
mean,
has she remained the
shit.
same?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, he never did it.
How the fuck has Judge Judy remained the same?
I mean, all that coke I was sniffing.
Like, she still looks the same from when I first started watching her show.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
All she did was get thicker.
So I don't think we're getting it in the background. I don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, man. Fuck it.
Oh, here we go. Now it's finally doing something. Hopefully it loads up. Here we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Boom. Click the video. Let's go. Have you? I know. Say no to that. Whatever that is. Say no to that.
I don't know how.
Oh, I can't go. I can't move forward until we say
Back.
no to that. God damn it. What happened now?
Press back.
Okay. This shit's fucking
10 viewers, man. Thank you.
We're not good at this TV shit.
We're not good at TV.
TV though, so we're
No.
We're not
set
good
up
at
ahead of time
TV.
next time.
That's why we're not on a network. And there's no white people to pay me. Say
I need
we're
white people to
not
pay
good
me.
at The TV. And I need white people to pay me.
Hey
Could you
Curry,
please add some more people to our
What time is
screen
it?
so more white
In South
people
Af-
would
huh?
pay me?
no, I'm talking to her. What time is it in South Africa? That's so dope.
You got friends in South Africa?
Yeah, that's Curry. Curry's in South. I told you this last time.
Oh my god.
You told one of my alter egos that I am
Alright, here we
unaware.
go. We can finally. Oh, come on. God damn it.
Hey, little meanie.
Okay.
Don't you get between me.
That took so long to get. Here it is. Look at that shit.
Oh
gotta move,
Okay.
though. Your head's like completely in the way.
All right.
Ooh,
Think I like a Shakira.
this is T Series.
Yeah, this is T-Series.
This has more subscriptions
This is
than
T-Series.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, this video alone, 280 million views, 602,000 likes, 106
What?
million subscribers.
Dude, just
I'm
Bob's-
surprised. No, I like that.
There's lots of Bob's and Vagine in it.
Okay.
Lots of Bobs and Virgins.
So it's 9 Rex. Rex number one South African fan here. Thank you, Curry. Thank you. Appreciate that, my G.
How's this like soft porn?
I mean, it's like belly
What's
dancing.
the other one they said too?
She's Saki. Damn, I didn't realize that the Indians was taking over like that.
Oh yeah, they all recently started getting more internet.
I love that.
I mean, they're all gonna get wiped out by now.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's pretty
Saki's
soon,
kind
too.
of nuts. What?
Like it for
I
now.
don't know. I don't want to see the making of. I want to see that.
Yo, Panini, don't you be a meanie.
I thought you.
They don't add a link to their own music video that they're putting it behind the scenes too.
Oh, here we go. He said I did not say rodeo one time on that song.
No,
I
no,
dead ass
no.
thought that he said
No, he
rodeo.
didn't say shit.
Here we go.
So is this the soft porn part?
A nigga with he should be hot. There's no way in hell he is not hot.
Are we in the same? No.
Wait, so is this a nigga that gets a lap dance?
Pretty much. See, exactly. It's the Bob. I'm done.
This is weird, bro.
Shout out T-Series. I had no idea about this. Shout out the Middle East.
No way you get 106 million followers or subscribers if you're not actually pumping out some content.
Yeah. I mean, I got a homie that comes in here named Vegeta. He is from India. That's my nigga.
Because Vegeta
This
always
whole
getting
time, I really
shit
thought
going.
T-Series was supposed to be a gaming channel. What did they do?
I don't know,
Garlic
bro.
powder, some garlic
I
powder.
think we're done with the YouTube stuff, though. We can come back.
All right. I think on
so
that
we basically
note,
couldn't pull up the soft porn. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we tried.
We'll go to some hentai pages next.
Nah.
We're not gonna get flagged. Fine.
Yeah, people getting kicked off. Bitches that throw their cats and give them vodka don't get kicked off Twitch because they're white, but other people get kicked off Twitch.
This happened.
Shout out that. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, like last week, some bitch threw her cat behind her because it kept walking in front of the camera.
And she fed it like
she just
vodka.
tossed it.
Yeah,
And
she-
people went nuts, and she's like, "You guys can investigate me of my animal cruelty because I have none. Like, I really love and enjoy animals, and I just happened to toss her in the air because she kept getting my way."
It happens.
Shout out that bitch.
I used to throw my
Rex,
cat like
India is
across the
not
room just to
Middle
see if
East.
like.
No, I said shout the Middle East and then I said India. I know what I'm talking about, guy.
I used to throw my cat at the curtain just to watch it stick to the bitch. They do that shit. That shit's crazy. Like you can throw a cat at a curtain. And
When
watch
you
it
never
just,
had
like,
the 25 cents for those little sticky hands you would put on the window.
Oh, that was my hair. I thought there was something that moved behind me. It was big. My hair.
Chocolate.
So let's
I
see
think-
both of you guys' art one more time. I guess I don't know what else.
Go ahead, man. Show them your art, bro.
You show them your art.
2 hours and 22 minutes. So.
I'm disappointed.
This streaming life is real, bro.
Nice. We got 9 viewers still. I like that.
Yeah.
There's Satan. You can buy these for $10 and
Satan.
help support us.
Put them down from the light. There we go.
Help us and support us in or support Sir Hazington and getting chocolate milk money or whatever the fuck they want to do with the money they get from this. I really have no fucking plan for it besides production.
50 followers. And
Oh yeah, we need 50 followers.
We need 55. If you see
Links below.
if you see that little right there, we need to get the 50
And if
followers.
you guys want to listen to some dope music, follow me on Spotify, links below. Or if you want some dope clothing that I've drawn,
there's this stuff in the panel too.
it's below.
That'd be nice.
It's definitely below.
Nobody likes me.
I like you, man. You're pretty
Thank you,
dope.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, thank y'all so much for coming in as always, man. This is always experience to do Twitch on my channel and then come around and come to this channel because it's like we've been doing this. They've been doing this longer, but like when I joined in, I was damn near.
We've been doing it as long as we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
we really been even doing it that long.
And we literally just, I don't know, we started on YouTube and now we're here on Twitch. And I'm so happy to see everybody on Twitch because I can support as much as I can. Best thing I could say is that anytime we have any topics or conversations here, it's all matter of opinions. Don't get butt hurt. Everybody has their own opinions. So my sign off is just you guys are awesome. Thank you, Nadine. I just want to shout everybody that came in. Shout out Sergeant Curry Pants all the way from South Africa, my number one supporter from South Africa. Shout out my homegirl. What? Her name, Sergeant Curry Pants. She's a troll too, bro. She just does not care. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you was here this whole time, Lisa. Lisa was lurking. Shout out Nadine all the way up in New York. She, like I said, I already showed her so much love, but I still got to keep showing her love. Shout out Lisa for coming through. She is lurking, but I appreciate the lurk. That means a lot. Who else? Trav, of course. Trav, my brother from another, of
Shout
course,
out to
bro.
you all.
Shout
I
out
fucking
King
love
T,
you
bro.
guys.
Love that nigga to death, bro. Trav, know I love him. All homo.
Yo, I'm downloading Monster Hunter very soon. I'm coming in that shit
yeah,
with you
for
guys.
real?
I'm gonna be in that
Oh,
bitch.
yeah, let's
I'm
do
getting,
that,
I'm
bro.
getting
I
that shit.
can't
I'm gonna
wait.
bring like 3 niggas with me too. So my party gonna be deep.
Cool.
When I roll with a Senate.
Okay. Cool.
Sally.
Shout out Schnasty, my nigga
Schnasty.
Super. That always comes in here for his opinions as well. Always gives out great opinions and his 2 cents. I really love it. I'm glad that he gets this time to interact. That's literally another. That's someone physically who's my real brother. But yeah, I know this is long, but thank y'all for coming here. We at 37. We're almost at 50. Almost. When we hit 50, he's gonna eat some ass.
I'm not eating ass.
Oh well, I'm sorry. His dad is gonna eat some ass. I'm not gonna be here for that.
I'm not doing that shit.
But yeah, man, my name is Rex
Y'all don't pay me
McKinnis, and follow me at. Can we put my link in the description? Well, all y'all already follow me, but yeah, I'm here. I stream a lot. I may stream tonight. I don't know. I'm contemplating. Oh God, here go Lisa again. Lisa always talking shit to Nadine. It is inevitable. Follow me here at Rex McKinnis. Twitch.tv/Rex McKinnis. I play games. I play music. I cook. I don't cook as much anymore. But yeah, you know what it is, man. All day, bro. Shout out baby mamas because you know you gotta pay them bills. Shout out rainbows because at the end of them bitches, you better find some gold.
Bro.
Oh, hold on. Oh, shout out Lisa.
Thank you, Mona.
Thank you for the follow. Is that 38? That's 38.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
That's 38. Also, I want to shout out all my niggas.
Oh, my God.
All my niggas on the block. Because you
back.
already know
It's
what
cake.
it is.
It's cake.
You know, young bitches out here. It's a
Getting
hot girl
fly.
summer.
Ooh.
And we out this bitch. You know
Ooh.
what I mean?
Let
Live
'em
your
know.
life. Live
Hey.
free. RP my niggas.
RP to the niggas in the tribe, my niggas. You know, we pull up at your block, raising up the dead homies on your set, you know, doing fucking, you know, seances and shit. Also, before we sign off, I wanna let people know these cashews, the ingredients are cashews, peanut oil, and sea salt. I don't know why you would need peanut oil for cashews. It's manufactured by the Kraft Heinz Foods Company. So this is manufactured by Kraft Foods and the Heinz, you know, people in Chicago, Illinois. And it contains products from Brazil, India, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, and Vietnam. How the fuck are only 3 ingredients in this, but it contains foods?
Oh, you signing
fucking
off?
I just don't fucking understand right now. This bugging me.
Hold up. There's 3 ingredients, but
It's from 5 different places, bro. It don't add up, bro.
So like what? Like are the peanuts collected in one country?
And then like that's what I'm
Illinois.
And then they
like,
get turned into oil into another
I
country.
don't fucking know. Like where the fuck these peanuts come from, and how the fuck are they shipped from Chicago, Illinois? What the fuck is going on? I just don't understand. But yeah, thank you all for coming in as usual. I'm Vaz motherfucking Hazen,
I'm Rex McKinnis.
and this has been Painting with Friends. Thank you so much for supporting us. If you could send some more people our way, that would be very profitable as we are looking to get to a
2
50
more
member-
followers and we're at 40.
And if we do get to these numbers, it would be very spectacular. And we do have a lot of prize giveaways that we will do at 75. And what else? We are working towards getting more content on our streams, and there will be a live stream of some of our previous videos after this, and we will be doing the first stream, which is called Streams in Space, and then followed by Streams in Nature. So,
Drifting through the space streams.
Drifting through the
I
space
don't know what
streams.
the nature one's called.
I don't know.
Something
Rex.
wandering through a nature
Bye,
preserve or something.
Lisa.
So if you want to stick around and watch some of our skits and videos, you can definitely stick around. Thank you for coming in and being a part today.
Appreciate you for coming through and following. I really appreciate that, Lisa. Thank you.
Sir Hazington will be back next Monday, 1 p.m. Remember, we're doing this every
1
single
p.m.
Monday. Every single Monday at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
So tune back in then. And anything else, we might just pop up out the random. But always Mondays, 1 p.m. We're always here. Writing on the calendar. I don't know.
Ice cream,
Hey,
that shit right